is going on, AFC East Roundtable? We are back, joined by a Josh Allen trash can, courtesy of TD Fins Talk, and your boy Dan Mitchell and Master at Work will be joining us in 10 minutes or so. Don't you worry. It's going to be the normal crew tonight. We're excited to give you guys this episode because the AFC East Roundtable has been a lot of fun this entire season. As you guys well know by now, we are expanding this thing. We started Roundtable Sports. NFC North Roundtable just got wrapped up. The AFC South Roundtable was episode number 2 was yesterday, which was a phenomenal episode. Yeah. We have another expansion to announce on this show. And we also, we got to talk about the Jets now? We do. We do. Because Aaron Rodgers is back at practice. What? It's the Buffalo Bills bye week. The Miami Dolphins, they're sitting on their high horse. They're in first place in the division. It seems to be that the Miami Dolphins are the front runners to dethrone the Buffalo Bills as the division 3-time winners. And then we got the tanking New England Patriots that we will bring it all up. TD, how are you feeling today, my friend?
Man, I'm going to be honest, man. I'm feeling great, man. It's never felt better being on top of the division, leading the way, knowing that we're the true kings of this division. You know, we worked hard for this moment, you know, and now we're here and we're going to, you know, I'm going to be honest, you know, it's time for us as Dolphin fans to embrace this moment with humility, you know, and just understanding that, you know, I feel bad for, you know, the teams below us, Buffalo. Sorry, man. Y'all just aren't as good, you know.
Knock this out. Give me the real TD.
No, this is the real TD. You know, I got to start acting like I've been here before because I got to get used to this, Richie, because that's what I'm going to be about. That's what's about to happen. So, you know, I just feel bad for y'all teams, but, you know, hopefully y'all get better. Hopefully you get better.
Dan, how are you doing tonight? I know that this is about to be a stress-free weekend for you.
It's nice. It's nice, man. It's definitely good that I really don't need to worry about watching my team and going through that normal sense of anxiety that I've been going through, I think, ever since week 5 of this year. I'm trying my best to stay as optimistic as possible, and I think that's been achieved. I am ready to witness the greatest story ever told unfold right in front of us, and it starts after the bye week, baby. All right, think of the New York Giants back in the day, squeaking into the playoff 7 seed. And just taking it on home. Listen. I know a lot of people are having issues with Sean McDermott. I still am having issues with Sean McDermott. But you know what? A great man by the name of Richie Malura once said this as well. If I don't have hope, what do I have? What am I supposed to sit here and be like, oh, my God, it's over? Hell no. I'm not saying it's over until I see that image from Adam Schefter that says the Bills are mathematically eliminated. I'm staying in, baby. I'm holding hope. That's all it's ever been. That's all it's ever been. Listen, man, I'm not giving up hope. I'm not giving up hope on this damn team, all right? It's not over until that fat bitch sings, baby. And that's
now let me say this to you, Dan.
Talk to me.
That is called being a fan.
That's what I'm talking about.
As much as I hate the Bills and I want the Bills season to be done selfishly as a Jets fan, but as a friend to you, you are doing the fan thing correctly. Because until your team's mathematically eliminated, it ain't over. And guess what?
Yeah.
The Jets.
Oh, my gosh.
Are not mathematically eliminated. We got this guy returning. What? Look at him. How is he doing this? What am I watching? Aaron Rodgers, 77 days. Since September 11th, week 1 against the Buffalo Bills, rupturing his Achilles. And now we have Aaron Rodgers back on the practice field. How do I feel about that? Oh, my gosh. Well, I just finished a show to talk about how I feel about that. Now, let me just say this. This is blowing. Now, whether Aaron Rodgers returning or not, and obviously it's like semi-humor here, guys. It's supposed to be funny. Relax. I know the realistic state of my New York Jets, okay? Let me just live in this delusion just for a little bit here. Because whether Aaron Rodgers returns and plays for the Jets or whether he doesn't, this is still mind-blowing for medicine, for science. Aaron Rodgers is on the practice field throwing the football around like he is completely fine, 77 days removed from rupturing his Achilles. So that is mind-numbing of its own. I'm not turning this into a Jets thing where all of a sudden we're going to talk about Rodgers return and Jets running the table, because unfortunately for us, Tim Boyle is the New York Jets starting quarterback still. Oh, okay? So we have to go a long way before I start drinking that juice. But hey, I think that deserved some presentation, because I know that everyone in the chat is so happy. TD is so happy that the New York Jets are in third place. They're on a 4-game losing streak, and everything is collapsing in their eyes. Aaron Rodgers goes down the 4 snaps, and the Jets were trying to stay afloat, holding on for air all season long, and then now we are in the middle of the collapse, benching Zach Wilson. 4-game losing streak. I get that. Everyone's excited on the downfall of the New York Jets. But
So
I'm just excited to see my guy back out there on the practice field. I am.
So I'll tell you what, I do have a conspiracy sort of like swirling on in my head. Here's the conspiracy. Hear me out. Rodgers didn't truly tear his Achilles. What the Jets wanted to do was that they realized, hey, you know what? Let's look ahead in 2024. Both the Bills and the Dolphins are going to be losing quite a few players to unrestricted free agency. Both of those teams are going to be in a pretty difficult cap situation. So how about we screw over the Green Bay Packers for their additional pick? Make sure Rodgers doesn't play the required games enough. Throw him in there toward the last couple of the weeks of the season, just so we can salvage and give this fan base some hope, maybe make a little bit more money in ticket sales, and then bring him back in 2024 when we have the best chance, where this division is just a little less competitive. That's my conspiracy right now. That's what I'm thinking. Because who in their right minds would allow that man to play? Who in their right minds would allow that man to play?
If that injury was for rehab. It's part of the rehab process. Don't dig too deep into it. There's no theories.
Hey, listen, it is. Dude. I'm swirling
Ladies,
right
and
now.
He's healing, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and
He's healing
gentlemen.
up.
Ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all see what we've come to? Do you see what we've come to, ladies and gentlemen, watching right now? The Miami Dolphins are top of the division. And when you look down below, way down there, by the way, you see what we've come to? We've come to the possibility of Aaron Rodgers having a jet-saving potential season. We've come to the Bills saying that, maybe he never tore his Achilles. This is what we've come to.
December is here. December is here.
It's still November, Dan. It's still November, Dan.
No, but this game is going to be played in December.
This week's going to be in December. And might I tell you?
So what does that supposed to mean?
You know what it's supposed to mean.
I'm telling you, I think you should probably take the Commanders a tad seriously, because they scored 31 points on the Eagles twice. Just saying. December's here, baby.
Yeah,
I'm not saying the Dolphins are going to lose, all right, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Dan Mitchell.
Talk to me.
Your season is over. The Buffalo Bills have no hope.
Dancing, yeah, bro.
You know the sad part? I sat there and I watched you going live. This is Dan. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Dan Mitchell did a live stream recently. He all on the ESPN calculator, y'all. I gotta tell y'all this. I gotta tell y'all about this one. He all on the ESPN calculator with he got over 300 people in the room too, and they all on the calculator. Well, if the Jets, if the Bills win this game and they lose, we're still not
the Jets fan.
Hey, do y'all know how many times I heard him say this one line? Oh, we're still not in. Okay, hold on. They were trying to figure it out.
It was
They were like, okay, but if the Browns lose this game, we're still not in. Hold on. They were trying to figure it out.
Yo, basically what? All right.
Dan,
So
have you got into the rooting guide yet? Because that's where Jets fans have been at. Have you ever heard of the rooting guide?
No, where's the rooting guide, dude?
So the rooting guide is, I would have to say Jets fans created it, because every year we're always like at this stage of the season, like TD's laughing at, there's a chance if the Jets make the playoffs and we have to rely on other people to do the work for us because we can't win our game. So this person has to beat that person, or this team rather has to beat that team to help the Jets probabilities of making the playoffs. So there's a rooting guide that my man Matt O'Leary, who is a great Jets YouTuber, he's actually to be one of the hosts of the Jets Roundtable that we'll be announcing here on the channel in just a few minutes that launches tomorrow. He would post a rooting guide every single, why am I frozen? But he would do a rooting guide every single, now I feel like hello guys, you guys still hear me, right? I'm not.
Yeah, we can hear you,
loud and
Richie.
clear, bro. You're just.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
All right,
it's just
frozen.
Well, long story short, Dan, Jets fans would find a rooting guide, and we would be rooting for teams because it would help the Jets' playoff chances.
Got it. We'll definitely send that my way because it was certainly a humbling
You have to
experience.
make it yourself.
Oh, I want to do that shit.
Yeah, you're better, Richie. Y'all see what we've come to? We've come
Yeah,
to
TD, I got to deal with that, and you get to deal with being on top of the division. Congratulations.
So,
rooting guides. Oh,
rooting
my
guide.
God.
It's so sad. It's
So the
terrible.
thing
I don't
is-
want to be doing rooting
send
guides.
Dan one. Send Dan one for sure.
He's got to make his own. You got to figure out what's with the.
So I feel like it
deals.
was humbling because like I have been using that calculator for the past couple of years. Each and every single year I use it, but I use it with the intention of saying, how do we get the first seed, right? Now I've reverted into finding how do we get in? How do we get in that dance? And this is what I've concluded. Buffalo Bills need to win every single game. Every single game.
That's it. But
Just
still.
to not make it. And like I said, I'm reverting back and I'm telling you this. It's going to be the greatest story ever told, baby. It's going to be the greatest story ever told.
Dan, did you forget? You got the Dolphins on your schedule. You can't win every game.
And so y'all be sitting your starters week 18 will be out.
Oh, no. Opportunity to knock y'all out. We ain't sitting no starters. Oh, we playing. We playing. We full force, baby. We getting that W. No
I'll
question.
tell you what. And so I'll tell you what, like out of every game we have, like literally out of every game that we have, like I would say the two teams that I'm least concerned with are the Pats and the Dolphins those last 2 weeks. It's these next three that obviously I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure why I'm concerned about the Chargers either. Like, I have no idea why I'm concerned about them, but I am. It's the Chiefs, obviously, but like, I mean, even TD has said this.
Cowboys.
The Bills are built to beat the Chiefs. So I'm not that scared in that situation. I feel the Cowboys game is going to sort of be crazy, but hey, like I said.
What's crazy there? Y'all could literally win every game, but y'all ain't beating the Cowboys.
Neither are the Dolphins. Snacking 95 with the $5 super chat says, sorry to Dan and TD, but I knew at the start of the season that the NFL would never let the Eagles lose in their Keller green jerseys. Hey, that makes sense. Maybe that's how the Jets beat them. They were not wearing those jerseys.
They were not wearing the Kelly green jerseys.
They were not. Bread Master with the $5 super chat. Say what you want about the Finns, but we win the games we're supposed to. Have the Bills. 2 questions.
And that's what did y'all, Dan. I'm going to be honest, Dan. If y'all would have just beat the Jets in week 1 like you were supposed to, when we were at the game all together, this would be a whole different story right now.
Yeah, it's funny because I was streaming a bit earlier today and I found this image that was on like some crazy ass Facebook group. And by the way, guys, like say for example, like you ever want to see like the craziest combination of NFL fans ever, just go to your team-centric Facebook group. Like they are the craziest people on earth, like some of the wildest takes you'll ever see. However, I saw this one graphic that showed 4 major losses that we had where we had the lead with only a couple of seconds left. Like one read 4 seconds, one read 20, one was like 2 minutes and some change. So literally we were failed by our defense not being able to stop a last-minute game-winning drive, and that's the difference between 10-2 and 6-6 right now. And it's seeing it put in front of my face. It pisses me off, but also at the same time, it's giving me that confidence that it might not be too unrealistic that we could run the table for the rest of the regular season. I'm just saying.
I love this, Dan Mitchell.
I'm just saying.
I know you're 100% right.
Yeah. You know, like, we were just, dude, like it sucks because like if the ball were to bounce just a different way, like one single play would have went our way in any sort of contested situation in any of those 4 games, we'd be having an entire different conversation. It's frustrating, but at the end of the day, I'm looking at the silver lining, and I think that there's a good opportunity. I'm not entirely unconvinced that we can't run the table based off of that fact alone. So that's the silver lining that I'm taking out of it, but I'm just going to enjoy the bye week and hear y'all argue amongst yourselves for the rest of the episode.
Dan's referring to crazy got people on Facebook. No, Buffalo Bills Facebook. Good thing TD's muted so we can read the super chat of John Brown. It says if the Bills can beat the Chiefs and Cowboys, they can go on a run. If they lose to either, we're not making the playoffs, says John. Thank you for the $5 super chat, John Brown. We appreciate you.
Who did the Patriots beat this season?
The New York Jets.
And the Bills.
Like, Dan, you got 2 stinkers that just should have never happened.
Dude, you're telling me?
You're not a good team, bro. You're
telling
talking
me,
about
man.
going on a 6-0 run. Y'all are what you are as advertised. It is what it is. I ain't gonna lie, it's embarrassing. It's like we're sitting there losing against some of the better teams, but come on, this is just embarrassing, Bills fans. And y'all rep this mess.
All right, guys, listen up. I represent the New York Jets in 3rd place. TD Finstock represents the Miami Dolphins in 1st place. Dan Mitchell represents the Buffalo Bills in 2nd place.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another 4th member of the division who was not with us in this moment, but he will be joining us in just a few seconds. He is the head of the tank commanding force of the Bill Belichick-led Patriots. It's Mr. Master at Work. Welcome, bro. You deserve an intro. How about that?
What's going on, man? How's everybody doing?
Good, man. You feeling
missed you,
good?
man. The chat has
yeah,
missed you, bro.
no.
They were asking for you like the whole time. Where's Master at Work? Where's Master at Work?
If you check the community tab, Rich, if you want to pull up our community tab, unfortunately, some devastating news that's been occurring in my life recently. I don't know if you guys are
Caleb
aware.
Williams news.
Yeah. Pull it up, Richie. I can try
you.
to explain this a little bit better where I've been.
All right, it's coming up right now.
I can't do it. Oh, I can't deal with this, man.
Listen, unfortunately, the Sinaloa cartel has taken my grandma master at work has been taken hostage. Apparently the leader of the Sinaloa cartel is a Patriots fan, and apparently Caleb Williams has yet to declare for the draft. And they will release her upon the news hearing that Caleb Williams is going to declare. So unfortunately, I've been doing my best to try to negotiate with the Sinaloa cartel on behalf of Caleb Williams, and I was able to get in contact with Caleb Williams' father, and he said the announcement is coming soon, so your grandmother will be safe.
What is wrong with you, man?
Listen, man,
You're not getting the top pick, bro. It's not happening.
it's
You know what I
we have
really
a 2-game lead. We have a 2-game lead, TD. If you look at the standings here, the Chicago won. Justin Fields, new to job at hand. And if you look at it, we're pretty much guaranteed a top 3 pick. And if you look at the news today, Mac Jones is apparently not even getting reps now.
Yeah, they had him sit and watch practice today.
He is literally the scouting. He's scouting now. I mean, how far? Like, this is sad. Like, they don't even trust him to practice anymore. They literally have him scouting for Malik Cunningham, who's yet to play a snap in the NFL. Played one drive in the preseason.
Yeah.
Mac Jones is literally the 3rd string quarterback for the New England Patriots, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
So I
And
will.
I don't know.
He joined Zach Wilson.
I don't know if this is good news because I know we're not going to get nothing from Zappy, but I'm hoping that Malik Cunningham doesn't show the field because he might show a little spark. But I think the best way to go move forward is for Mac Jones to be the starting quarterback of the New England Patriots for the rest of the season. And he's just so bad to where, I don't know if you check my Twitter, there's a movement going on that Patriots fans are protesting in the home game coming up that everyone wear Cam Newton's jersey instead of Mac Jones, to let Robert Kraft know that we no longer want him as our starting quarterback. It's gotten that bad to where now fans are protesting and burning Mac Jones jerseys. It's been all over social media. They're burning his jersey left and right.
Wow.
It's gotten bad in Foxborough, and for everyone that's been making fun of us, saying that Mac Jones is going to be your starting quarterback going forward, that he's going to be the future no matter what happens, you were wrong. You were wrong. I don't think we see Mac Jones as the quarterback ever again, and that's a good thing. It's a bad thing for the tank, but I don't think Zappy is going to hinder that tank. I'm afraid that Malik Cunningham might turn into Lamar Jackson.
Wow. Well, I
so
do
the
have.
thing is,
oh, go ahead, Dan.
So the thing is, as well, is that I did notice that you mentioned it was the Bears currently hold the number one, but that is entirely determined on how the Panthers do. And this is where it gets interesting. The Panthers just ended up firing Frank Reich, and teams historically always tend to go out and they tend to rally around that new interim head coach and win a couple of games. I'm looking at the Panthers schedule right now, and they're playing their division for the next 3 games, which, let's be honest, is not necessarily so the most
leader of the
NFL.
NFC South are the Falcons, and they are 5-6.
That's what I'm saying. So I think the first overall pick for the Patriots, as long as they continue to master the tank, I think the Panthers can squeeze out 1, maybe 2 out of those 3. Just saying.
And TD, I'll let you go and say, but this needs to be very stated because I've never been in this position to where now I've literally found out that head-to-head in a draft scenario is not even a tiebreaker scenario. It's based off of strength of schedule. So whoever has the worst strength of schedule, which is now I didn't even notice until last week. Pretty much I'm
all the
rooting,
caveats that we had the master as Jets fans. Sorry.
Well, Richie, can you kind of explain this to me? Because I had no clue that literally the teams that we face, we have to hope that they lose. Meaning I have to root against the Bills and the teams that we face in order for that strength of schedule to drastically
You're still
change.
good. You're still good, though, and here's why. I looked at it today. I didn't know this, but I know that you're listed in the number 3 seed, but technically you're number 2 right now.
Arizona has a game in hand.
Yeah, they have one more game than y'all, but if y'all go out and lose one more game and be matched up with them, then they have a better strength of schedule.
They do.
And y'all are going to jump them. The only reason why you're 3 and not 2 right now is because they play one more game than you guys. Yes. So I noticed that. So technically you are number 2 right now in the draft with the Panthers or the Bears.
But if you look at the Panthers' strength of schedule, it's so bad because if you look at the division, it's so terrible. To where if we end the season with the same record as Carolina, there's just no way it would ever. There's no way that we could lead that tiebreaker scenario in strength of schedule wise. So I have to hope that Carolina. Good thing they played Tampa Bay twice and the Falcons. I have to hope that they that they win 2 more games.
That's very interesting. The Tank Commander gives us the update because this is intriguing to follow for sure. I mean,
the future of our franchise is at stake, Richie. My grandma's life is at stake with
everything's collapsing.
Everything is on the table.
Everything's collapsing for it to be built.
It is.
Oh my God.
Daniel says with the $5, Richie, your stadium sucks. MetLife Stadium has taken out more men than SEAL Team 6. The team with turf should be held accountable for these injuries. First of all, Daniel, I know. I'm so sick of people attacking me and Jets fans about this because Jets fans hate our stadium more than any of you. Okay? It's not like, don't twist it into this, yeah, we love MetLife. Screw you guys. Turf's great. We hate it. Our own guys have to go down more often. We have to play in that turf 8 to 9 games a year. So I agree. And I hate it just as much as you. So I'm sorry that Jalen Phillips had to go down the way he did on our turf. On behalf of the New York Jets and Jets media, my apologies. Andy Johnson with the $2. Finn's going to still lose in the playoffs. 24 years. Oh, you better win. TD, let me just say this.
Andy salty.
TD. Andy might be salty, but Andy also is right. If the Miami Dolphins...
Hold on. Why, Richie? Why can't we just have this show, right?
No.
And Jets
Let me say what I
fans
was gonna
just say
say.
TD was right. My team sucked. Yours is great, and be done. Why are we even?
What do you mean? Let me just say something. It wasn't hate, bro.
Andy's hating.
Okay, yeah, this is hating. I can agree, but I'm not going to say you're going to lose. You love saying the what if and the hypotheticals. I'm just throwing this out there. The Miami Dolphins win the division. They have a home game in round number 1 against
Round number 2. We don't play round 1. But go ahead.
round number 1 or round 2. You will be at home in Miami. You have to win that game. If they don't, what is this season to you?
You have to win the game regardless. And I honestly, TD, I would be more afraid if you guys, as a Dolphins fan, if you guys get the first round bye, because now the pressure ramps up exponentially because now you're the number 1 seed and you haven't won a playoff game in 23 years. Now the pressure's even double that.
This team is different. Super Bowl easy. At the end of the day, we're going to win every round we play until we get to the Super Bowl, and let's see who we match up against.
Can you tell us why? Because you're just saying those things, and I don't feel any genuine, legitimate, I don't feel like you believe it. Like, you're saying it in the mic, and I don't feel like you actually believe it. So I want you to, explain, elaborate. Don't just say it. Say why.
I'm glad you asked, Richie, because when you look at the AFC and you really look at the landscape of the teams that's going to be in the playoffs, we have the matchups. We're better than the Chiefs. I know they beat us last time, but we all know what happened.
Stop right there. Stop
dropping
right there.
touchdown passes.
Stop right there.
All of the turnovers.
That's delusional.
Those things aren't going to happen.
You cannot say you're better than the Chiefs.
We are better than the Chiefs.
But you lost to them.
We hurt ourselves. We turned the ball over.
You are making yourself sound like an imbecile.
Listen, but Richie, you said that whenever you said that when I said we were going to beat the Jets. So look at us now. So
and you are right. The Miami Dolphins are better than the New York Jets.
That's right.
The Kansas City Chiefs are better than the Miami Dolphins.
The Kansas City Chiefs at the end of it, man, let's be honest. Let's not act like the refs ain't sit there and help them out in that game.
Oh,
too.
you're gonna pull this.
I try not to even bring that up.
Listen, this is why.
First of all, we may not even have to
thing.
play the Chiefs. Baltimore gonna knock the Chiefs off, and we gonna clean the clock with Baltimore.
See, you got to turn this into. You're still not. You're missing the point here where we started. You just said the Miami Dolphins are better than the Kansas City Chiefs. I cannot let you get away with that.
Richie, we won't even play the Chiefs in the playoffs.
But can you tell the camera at least that the Dolphins are simply just not better than the Chiefs? Because if you beat them, you would have a case, but you didn't.
Come on, but Richie, are y'all better than the Eagles?
We are not better than the Philadelphia Eagles.
You beat them.
We're the only team that did, though.
Okay, but that's my whole point. That's why
you got to go head to head and you lost to the Chiefs. You can't.
Yeah, but that's like a Eagles fan saying we're better than the Jets, and then we're like, no, they beat you. But they are better than y'all.
But how else would you judge being better than a team?
Man, we all know
it's any
given
the
Sunday.
Chiefs and the Dolphins have the same exact record.
We all know that.
And you go to head to head at who's the better one. No?
The regular season don't matter. It's what happens in the playoffs, and we have the matchups. We are a better team, and we're going to prove that. But we're not even going to have to worry about the Chiefs. We're going to have to worry about Baltimore, and we're going to prove to everybody that we're going to beat them.
You guys got the same exact record, 8-3, correct?
Yeah.
So you defer to the matchup?
Yeah, I mean, you can call them better than us all you want for the regular season.
Yeah, and then
everybody
by the way,
know what happened
just
in that
because
game.
you lost them in the regular season does not mean it's guaranteed you're going to lose to them in the postseason. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is checking what you say because it's fun. And it also riles up the chat, which is my favorite thing to do.
Dolphin fans know what time it is. Let me ask you a question, Richie.
Let me answer the question.
Just like somebody said in the chat, are the Denver Broncos better than the Chiefs?
The Denver Broncos?
Yeah.
No, they don't have the same record. The Dolphins and the Chiefs have the same record. Therefore, you can't know who's better, so you go to the deferred.
And they would get the tiebreaker if you guys ended the season same record.
Well, we ain't going to end up.
If the Chiefs and the Broncos had the same record and the Broncos beat the Chiefs to get there, I would say the Broncos are better than the Chiefs. But they don't have the same record. Therefore, the Chiefs are better than the Broncos.
Exactly. Thank you, Dan. Tell them, educate them, Dan.
So the thing is that like I wouldn't put a record like as the end all be all for like the team being the team, right? Like I think the perfect example was that one year when the Steelers like were undefeated through 11 games. like I mean, I'd say even the Steelers now, right? Like, I think they might be the worst 7-4 team of all time, just to be completely honest with ourselves here. I'll tell you what, I do think the Broncos are looking a hell of a lot better than the Chiefs have been looking for the past 5 weeks. I'll tell you that. And so I feel like the Broncos are a better team than the Chiefs have been for the past 5 weeks as far as overall efficiency. Definitely not record, but I don't know.
I gotta wait. Here's a simple thing. Everybody's trying to skirt everything and twist themselves in pretzels, trying to explain how this is how pretty much how I decided. The Chiefs are Super Bowl champions. Mahomes is a 2-time MVP. Mahomes is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. The Chiefs have a proven track record when it matters in the playoffs. The Chiefs and Mahomes have yet to even play a road game in the playoffs. They've literally have hosted the AFC Championship game at home ever since Mahomes has been in the league. With money on the line, gun to your head. We ain't saying put a gun to your head, but gun to your head. Put all your money on the line. Put your mortgage. Put your family. Put my grandmama's life on the line, like the Sonoma Cartel did. Dolphins, Chiefs, playoffs. Tua, no experience in the playoffs. McDaniels, 0-1 in the playoffs. Somebody posted something on Twitter about their entire coaching staff. Only one of them has a ring. I can't remember who somebody said it was. Walker's 0-3 in the Super Bowl. He's on the coaching staff. Literally, nobody on the Dolphins besides Tyreek Hill has any experience when it comes to winning Super Bowls and winning championships. Are you honestly going to tell me? Not you, TD, because I already know what you're going to say. Anybody with a brain, unbiased, and being that the Chiefs get calls with the Taylor Swift effect, and they've been known to get calls in the playoffs when it matters, like last year against the Bengals and how the Super Bowl ended. You honestly going to tell me y'all would pick the Dolphins in the game like that, of that magnitude? I'm going to trust Tua over Mahomes, who's a proven track record. You, TD, you lying to yourself if you're going to say you would put money on the line and put everything on the line if you think Miami would beat that Chiefs.
Everything. No, listen, Tua been playing better than Mahomes this year.
That's not what I just said.
Listen, Tyreek Hill been to the Super Bowl. He got the experience. Don't forget Jalen Ramsey as well. Don't forget that. Oh, yeah, Ramsey. That's right. Hold on. The Teron Armstead.
But he also absolutely got burnt by who was it? Richie in the Super Bowl? Was it T. Higgins that burnt him in that on that big touchdown throw by Joe Burrow? He's literally the one player that played the worst in that Super Bowl.
They won. They won. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been there. Stop.
Come on,
TD. Why would you honestly want to pick a team with no, like, literally Tua? That's your leader, right? That's who you would put everything on. So you would put somebody that's literally would go into his first ever playoff start against a quarterback that has won and has a proven track record of winning. You would pick him over. You would pick Tua over that person.
Justin Pierre-Paul, let's go, baby. We got Super Bowl champs on this team. That's right. I'll pick Tua because you know why? That national championship effect is about to come into the NFL for the NFL MVP. In the NFL Super Bowl MVP. He about to have that magic, man. Him, Tyreek, Waddle, and company. That magic is going to show up in the playoffs. You know that magic you saw at Alabama? It's going to finally show up, and it's going to show up huge, too. And you know what? It might even be against Jalen Hurts. You know, we're going to end up benching. Jalen Hurts going to get benched, and Tua going to take the game for the Dolphins. That's exactly how it might end up playing out.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you, Richie. It's about time somebody see the vision. Thank you, Richie.
No, I'm excited for you and your fandom because it's an exciting time for Miami Dolphins fans. It absolutely is. There's no sugarcoating that.
That's right.
Pure Fins with the $2 says, I use rooting guides to keep each game exciting. Glad that Jets fans are not the only ones here. So he kind of gives you a rooting guide, so you get to root
for all the rooting guide? What the hell is a rooting
guide? so
Dan Mitchell in full effect.
Well, technically, Tyson needs a rooting guide as well. So a rooting guide, Tyson, is basically for guys like Dan Mitchell and even the Jets who are somehow not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. You develop a rooting guide every week. So whichever way this team needs to lose in order for the Jets to make the playoffs. Or
that's kind of like the tank rooting guide, right? That's like a tank. I have my own. I have a tank rooting guide. Right.
So that's where we're at as Bills and Jets fans. Unfortunately, we're in this sad, and that's where I lived my entire life as a Jets fan because we're somehow still mathematically alive in November. So it's just everything needs to do everyone for the work. Everyone needs to do the work for us because the Jets can't do it ourselves.
Yeah, we don't know nothing about that. We done with those days.
Congratulations, TD. It's a good feeling, I'm sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
$10 from the like button, which, by the way, guys, smash it. Hit it. Hello, gentlemen. Unfortunately, I am a game time decision in the chat today, but I can't perform the smashing my brother dislike button. Will have to take over. No way. Your brother is not taking over. Okay?
Oh,
we need the sister to be smashed 9 times out of 10. So it's a 9-to-1 ratio of the like to dislikes.
Punch that like button.
Joe Wrist. Mac Jones is a dusty cat. Look at that profile picture.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty
What's
dope.
the jet? Oh, the jet's the towel in that. I
No,
guess
the
I'll take
toilet
towel.
paper.
The
It's
toilet
the toilet
paper. I would
paper.
say it's a towel.
Oh,
No one's
it's
wiping their
toilet
ass with a
paper.
towel, bro.
Oh, the toilet.
And so unless it's like a very like
Yeah,
terrible
that's a pretty
situation.
dope picture.
That is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Alexia with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. We get commercials during live now. Hey, TD, go Fins, and I'm sorry for JP.
Let's do it. I'm so sorry for JP. Jalen Phillips.
About
Yeah.
JPP.
No, Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, I'm sorry about JP too.
Out for the season.
Yeah, that sucks. Dan, this incompetent coaching staff is ruining Josh Allen's career. It seems like all the blame gets placed on Josh, even when he balls out. I mean, listen, man, you know what? Like, there's certainly games this year where I would pin the blame on him, but say that you weren't watching earlier. I ended up sort of talking about that image I saw where there was 4 games specifically where we had the lead and there was 20 seconds left, 4 seconds left, like a minute and some change left, and like 2 minutes left. Yeah, I mean, I think if that image says anything, I would agree with you. But hey, doesn't matter. The greatest story ever written is about to unfold.
Habitual line stepper with the $5. First off, Fins will get filet on New Year's Eve, and we smoking the Jags. Neither of you soft-hitting teams are ready for AFC North football.
And so AFC North football is tough too, bro. That's some tough shit.
Man, whatever, man. We
So
gonna
tough
run
that all the
through.
quarterbacks getting knocked out the division.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be in a division like that.
Yeah. I don't want to be in a division like that either.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I will
dude.
be habitual line stepper. I will be very worried about those habitual hits on these AFC North quarterbacks in your division. You better hold Lamar Jackson tight.
Hold him tight.
Pedro says, Richie, are the Jets better than the Eagles? No, but we already went over that.
Nobody's debating that, bro.
Nobody's debating that. Glenn, but member for 7 months. Jets should see if Chicago would trade the. Yeah, Glenn. Glenn's still on to this.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Jonathan with the $5. I love the Fins, but I got to see it to believe it. The fact that our line can't stay healthy is troubling, and Mike's play calling is troubling at times.
At times, but we get it together.
Is it at times troubling? McDaniel's play calling?
Yeah, we were giving the Jets gifts because of his play calling, but we're good.
Damn update. You see this thumbs up?
I saw something about Mike McDaniels on Twitter about him getting angry at some reporter talking about him and another woman or he said talk to a player he was going to steal his girl or something like that. Did you see that on Twitter?
I'll check it out.
Yeah. I'm all into the gossip. I know everything, so.
Tua is only taking to the Super Bowl is the Browns. Did I read that right?
I don't understand what that means.
Is he? We don't understand. Thank you, though, for the $2. Anthony English seems that he is done with the Bills because he's changed his profile picture. Tice, you know who that is in his profile picture?
Beckham. I think that's Beckham. Ooh, my eyes are bad, bro.
I'm not into football, so I don't know who
If it is, it's a young one.
I think the Bills season is over. Dolphins about to get blown away harder than Rodgers' leg. Ouch. And Master at work, hopefully grandma gets home safely. And Williams to the Pats. Psych.
I'm done with y'all.
A. Burgos with $10. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. TD, it's our turn. Run the rock. Play action. Dem wide receivers. Play D. McDaniel's also learning. Fangio ain't stranger to playoffs.
Facts.
Facts.
He's never won anything.
He will this year.
Izzy tries to make more sense. Tua is only taking the Browns to Super Bowl. So he says
I think he's talking about the toilet.
Yeah. You've never heard that term before? Like, say, for example, that you need to take a shit. You say, I'm going to take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I heard Izzy. I also heard that Izzy was a hater. That's all.
TD, you are one delusional clown. Dolphins have not won nothing in 40 years. I'll bet your entire savings that they are not winning a title. Niners, Eagles, Jags, better. JT, let me know if that was your emotion when you typed this out.
Deal. I got $12 in the savings right now. What's up?
What?
Put your money up.
Does US bets do future bets or just game by game?
Say that again.
Does Bet US let you bet on teams in the future to win Super Bowl?
Oh yeah,
they do have
futures.
futures. They have great futures.
Oh,
so TD
props.
That segues right into
man, listen, man.
You can put money on them to win a Super Bowl.
Well, where your money at y'all getting Caleb Williams?
Let's check the odds.
Oh, I'll bet. Listen.
Yeah, what's our odds, Richie? I'll put it up now. What up?
Oh yeah, you're $12.
They're going to be at like plus 400, 500 if I'm thinking it.
Nah,
right, let's find out.
It'll be 800.
It'll be something like that.
As you guys know, we are about to refer to BetUS Sportsbook. BetUS Sportsbook is the proud sponsor and has been the proud sponsor from the beginning of the season all the way until the end of the season. We are very fortunate to have BetUS Sportsbook being the official sportsbook sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable. Again, guys, clicking the link down below in the description. It gives you a 125% sign-up bonus, which basically means you put $100 down when you open up an account. You get an extra $125 to play around with, a free bet money, and you can bet on football. They got casino games. You can play blackjack if you'd like. They got everything, future bets. So if you guys want to help out the channel and help out the AFC East Roundtable, it would mean a lot, guys, by simply clicking the link down below in the description and get a 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,500. Let's freaking go. Also, 24/7 customer service. And my personal favorite thing about BetUS, I don't know if you guys ever use this feature, but you can just call them up to place your bets. It's like so old school and classic like that. Like if you're just like, you know what? I'm thinking the Dolphins are going to win by 12 today. It's Sunday, an hour before the game. You call a BetUS. Give me the Dolphins alternate minus 12 spread. Put 100 on it. Boom. And it's done. And I kind of like that. It's kind of old school vibes like that. So let's check out BetUS right now to see what the odds are for the Miami Dolphins to go all the way.
Please.
So do you want to see the odds to win the AFC or
Super Bowl,
to make it to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl?
And so I was trying to find the Super Bowl option. I couldn't find it. So like the largest thing that you could put is AFC.
Okay, so for now, the Super Bowl odds aren't here. They have the AFC East Division 1, so I'm assuming that will be very in the Dolphins' favor. Let's see them making the Super Bowl. So the Dolphins are, it's not an order, by the way, of better odds.
Plus 400.
Dolphins are at plus 400. So they have, according to BetUS Sportsbook, they have the third best odds to make the Super Bowl out of the AFC. It goes Kansas City Chiefs #1, shocker, because they're better than the Dolphins. Obviously. Luckily, you guys.
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens at plus 325, and then we got the Miami Dolphins at plus 400. So
that's
all you Dolphins fans in the chat.
That's 4 times your money.
Let's see you sprinkle some cash on plus 400 on BetUS. I dare you. They won't do it.
Dude, I'll tell you what. So Bill's sitting at plus 1,600. What's the harm, baby? What's the harm?
Dan, just send me
plus
the money.
25,000 for the Jets, though.
Oh, wow. Yo. And so if I put $500 down on the Bills making it to the Super Bowl, that is $9,000. $9,000.
Dan, baby. Just send me the money. Just send me the money.
Dude, baby, come on. Let's do it. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be a happy guy.
Hey, well, look at this. NFL draft props. Oh, first quarterback selected, Caleb Williams.
Oh, dude, we already have. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys,
Caleb Williams is minus 400 to be the first quarterback drafted.
And so the wide receivers look really good this year, too, by the way.
Wow.
I'm excited about a lot of those wide receivers.
First non-quarterback selected, Marvin Harrison Jr. is leading the way.
I think it's Marvin Harrison. It's got to be that.
This draft is going to be great, man. I can't wait. But yeah, guys, you guys see BetUS has a lot of fun future bets. And if you guys want to make a deposit of even $200, as you see here, you can get $450 if you use our link, because you get 125% sign up bonus. And we're going to hear a quick word from BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins, baby. So click that link and sign up for BetUS. Tyson, they have future odds for the NFL draft. It's minus 400 for Caleb Williams to be the first quarterback drafted.
I know.
To go first overall. So
Okay.
he's very, very
What's
likely.
the Dolphins odds?
To win to make the Super Bowl, it's plus 400 for them to make the Super Bowl.
What about win?
They don't have the winning Super Bowl option.
Because there is no option. There is no option. Option doesn't exist. Only in TD's mind.
TD,
You know, I was actually gonna say something really foul, even though it's a joke. You know, I was gonna talk about your grandmother in that cage.
Oh man.
I said, even though it's a joke, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna leave it alone. But it's
Hey,
all
listen,
right, man.
I can take all shots, bro. I take all shots.
Where Dan went, man? Dan need to stop taking tours in the middle of the stream. No, Dan, turn the hat around, Dan. There you go. I want y'all to take notice of something. Dan brought a prop to the show tonight.
What's the prop?
Look at his hat. What does that mean?
His Bass Pro Shop.
That's right. Y'all going fishing.
Why is it not
It's
a Buffalo
over.
Bills hat?
They going fishing.
Because
That's
they don't
why it's
deserve me to don.
Yes, they do,
Sure,
Dan.
Phil.
What
No.
happened to
Hey.
what you were saying all of beginning
They
of the
going
show?
fishing. Shout out to
Hey,
the holy
listen, bro.
Esteban, man.
Bro. I still bleed for this team, all right? I've watched every single second of every single quarter, even through the fucking drought, all right? Listen, I love this team more than anything. I'm just mad at them, all right? Like that meme, like where like some grandpa's pissed off at his wife or some shit. It's like raining really bad, but like he has the umbrella like right over her anyway.
Mhm.
That's where I'm at with this team right now. I'm still rocking this Buffalo Bills Christmas tree and the flag. And by the way, the Bass Pro Shop, absolutely, because you know Bills fans just stay fishing. You know what I
Go
mean?
fishing.
And we
You
clean
go
house
fishing.
of them Dolphins, baby. We catch a lot of dolphins. That's for damn sure. Bass Pro
Yep.
Shop, baby.
It looked like a Raider helmet back there. I don't know.
Oh, Raider helmet's a football, man.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Listen, man. Are we gonna get into this game?
Let's talk about it.
The
I
real
did want to
game.
get into something. I wanted to honestly. Yeah, we can skip it. Let's go into the game.
We ain't got to skip it, Richie.
So what do you want to talk about, Richie?
I honestly like don't want to talk about it right now.
Why not, Richie? It's an exciting moment.
Who's starting? That's what I want to know.
I mean, I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, it's great news, Richie, because that means if he does play that last game of the season, I ain't got to worry about beating him for the 16th straight damn time.
He's gonna take it all on the Patriots. The Patriots gonna love all of it.
I heard that he might come back week 14. Is there any rumors? I mean, I know there's rumors that he's not clear to play yet, but do you honestly believe he's going to come back?
He ain't playing against no Dolphins.
It's a great question. He got cleared to practice today, so that means the 21-day window is now open for him to be activated onto the roster. And he said in the Pat McAfee show that the Jets being alive in the playoff race has a factor in it, which it's dwindling by the week, by the way. And how his Achilles is reacting, because people are assuming him being back at practice today means he's back at 100%. That's not the case. This is more of a rehab thing. He is a scout quarterback right now. He's individually participating in practice. He's not a full go yet. He's just able to be on the practice field and throw the ball around to his teammates, but he's not like full-on team drills, with pass rush coming after him and drills like that. So this is just a progress in his rehab. Now, I don't know if that means it's going to translate to him playing, but I'll tell you this right now. If the doctors 100% clear Aaron Rodgers to return, and the New York Jets are not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs I think he's going to play for the Jets this season. I do. Now, if that's a smart decision, if it's a dumb decision, I don't know. That's another conversation. But to answer your question, if those two things check off, then he will play this season.
Who do you have the next 2 weeks?
We got Atlanta at
Falcons.
home, and then Houston at home, and then we're in Miami.
It's doable.
I think a more important question, which brings me back to my Rodgers take, would it be a selfish move if you guys lose the next 2 games and he says, I'm coming back? I don't give a damn what y'all say. And not only is he risking his health for next season, he's also putting y'all in a position to where now you start to move down a draft in meaningless games, and also helping the Patriots at the last game of the season. So does Rodgers does he put the franchise first and says, you know what, I'm going to sit out for the betterment of the team for next season and my health? Or no, I'm Aaron Rodgers. I love the attention. I just want to go out there and prove I can do it and do it anyway. How would you feel about that, Richie? Would it be a selfish move by Aaron Rodgers to come back if you guys are mathematically eliminated?
I don't think so, because I think a big reason for him coming back, if we're mathematically eliminated, would be to kind of give the Jets front office and the fans and everybody some optimism that, okay, because everybody wants Nathaniel Hackett fired. And we all know the reason why Hackett's here in the first place is Aaron Rodgers. Hackett's not going anywhere because Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback next year. So I think Aaron wants to kind of come prove and, back up his buddy a little bit, and Hackett as well, who has an incompetent mess all over the place. I mean, Jets fans hate him. He is literally one of the worst offensive coordinators I've ever seen for the Jets. And that says a lot. We've had bad offensive minds here. But say Aaron is trying to prove to the Jets organization, listen, if I go out there these past 3 games and the offense all of a sudden starts to click, then that shows you a preview of what's to come in 24. Now, there's a lot of risks involved, like you said. But the one thing I will say also is if he re-injures that Achilles again, he has plenty of time to be ready to go for training camp next year. So there's risks involved, and I think it's really him trying to show the organization that if I was on the field and kind of give us a sense of hope for next year, because if he doesn't play this year, then 2024 is even more clouded. Like, we don't have any idea of what to expect at all from this offense with Aaron Rodgers. We were unfortunately ripped away 4 snaps of him. So it's not like we got 2 games with Aaron and we can say, okay, the offense was terrible with him or bad. We don't know. It's a huge unknown. So I think Aaron is trying to show the fans and show the organization what this offense looks like with him operating it, because Hackett's not calling the plays when Aaron's the quarterback. He's calling the shots. That's what made him so good with Green Bay, and that's why Hackett is a terrible coordinator, because he was right in the backs of Aaron Rodgers. And that's why I like to make this parallel to Adam Gase. Adam Gase got a job because of who? Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was the quarterback when he was in Denver, and Adam Gase gets a head coaching job from Miami somehow, and then the Jets somehow hire him as well and look like idiots. And Nathaniel Hackett and Rodgers, kind of the same thing here. So I think that's really the reason for it, for him to come back. And if he does do it, it's going to be a high risk because the spotlight will be on, because it's already the talk of the NFL.
Richie, what was the agreement with Green Bay as far as his playing time for the draft? Picks.
If he had to play 70% or 80% of the snaps this year in order to qualify for the second-round pick. So now that he missed the whole season, the Jets will be giving up our second-round pick instead of our first. So we're keeping our first, and the Packers got our second this year.
So that's
but if he played all season, then we'd lose our first-round pick, and they'd have ours.
Okay, cool.
Revenue.
So basically, it was insurance for him to get hurt, and the Jets were smart to add that condition into the trade, because if they didn't, we'd be giving up a first-round pick without no Rodgers. That would have been – and that's why, remember, there was a big stall of the trade, like when's it going to happen? Like, those are the little things they were negotiating, is those little conditions that went in the Jets' favor in a bad way. I'd rather not have a first-round pick, by the way. I'd rather Aaron still be with us. But, yeah, that's it. Dan, you have anything to add before we move on to the games?
So I've said this before. I think there's a conspiracy brewing over there. So I think it was just to shaft the Packers.
Oh, yeah,
no,
we already got Dan's thoughts. I forgot. He gave us the
Yeah. No, man. I mean, personally, I see no point whatsoever, especially with the status of your of your offensive line as well. Like, what the hell is the point? I've said this before. Both the Bills and the Dolphins are going to be going through quite a bit of some issues when it comes to money and a bunch of pending free agents. And next year is probably like your best opportunity to utilize Aaron Rodgers when you have the best option of being able to go for that overall division, as both of these teams probably will take a step back next year. So I really don't see any point in it, but hey, it's Aaron Rodgers we're talking about, baby.
And this is also a positive for medicine. I mean, tell me this is not a win for sports science and medicine, that there is a chance to rehab an Achilles and come back, and it's not a death sentence like we used to be. He's paving the way. Everybody, even Jalen Phillips, reached out to Aaron Rodgers.
And so dude was bathing in like mushroom paste and doing like dances around like the fire and stuff like that.
Yeah, everyone loves to criticize him of all this weird stuff he does, but hey, it's translating to the most miraculous thing we've ever seen healing in our lives. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Cam Akers did it, but as well, and now Aaron's doing it at that age. So
I was just thinking it would be absolutely hilarious if he
Stop.
came back.
Here he go.
And look worse. And look worse. And look worse than Tim Boyle.
That's a possibility for sure.
Like him coming back and doing all the weird shit. Actually, him coming back too early took away his powers. Like in Space Jam when the Martians took away Michael Jordan and Larry and all. Like, how would you feel, Richie, if Rodgers came back, right? Let's say you won the next couple of games and you guys are literally right on the brink of trying to make the playoffs, like a game in, a game out, and Rodgers makes this miraculous return, and all of a sudden he just looks like straight shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you that would be the most Jet thing ever. That's like expected as a Jets fan. That would be horrific, and all we know as this fan base is horrific.
But how many wins do you guys have?
4.
And how many games left?
6.
Who has the last wildcard spot? What's their record?
The Colts at 6-5.
Oh, you can catch the Colts. If you win, you got to win, though. That's the thing. The Colts can be in. The Colts don't deserve to make the damn playoffs, bro. If you watch that Germany game against the Patriots,
is gaping wide open.
That's why I'm saying the Bills are not even out of it.
Yeah, they're not
honestly.
The Texans will take the last spot.
Yeah, that's right. The Texans are in there too, and you play the Texans. That's a tiebreaker scenario, Richie.
Yeah, the Jets play the Texans. I mean, Tim Boyle though.
Tim Boyle.
We're sitting here talking about Jets and Bills possibilities of making the playoffs. Why?
You want to know why, TD? Want to know why? Because this is called the AFC East Roundtable, and it's not called the Miami Dolphins Roundtable.
Hey, it might as well be we the real team in the division, baby. That's what we do.
So you want us to turn the show into Dolphins talk and not show any love to the Patriots, the Bills,
it's the only relevant team.
So pretty much what you're saying is if we started the AFC East Roundtable 20 years ago, there would be no AFC East Roundtable is what you're saying. It would be the Patriots Roundtable for 20 years.
We don't live in the past, okay?
I mean, first of all, TD, you're kind of just ruining our entire expansion idea. If you guys didn't see, we announced a mini expansion within the AFC East Roundtable, and I'm proud to show you guys right now because apparently the AFC, we don't need to do the Dolphins Roundtable because we're on it right now. We're apparently there's no talk.
Yeah, we don't need to do a Dolphins expansion, TD.
We don't need to do a Dolphins expansion. And some people are like, "What are you even talking about?" Well, guys, and some people are like, "Who's gonna watch that?" Besides Jets fans, don't worry. The Bills one's coming too.
Oh, we're going to be there, baby. Let's go.
We better be there because the Jets Roundtable is launching tomorrow at 1 p.m., joined by 3 excellent Jets content creators. You know one of them very well, of Ryan.
Ass man.
From Jets, Ryan, Jets Talk 24/7. You know him because he's on the AFC East Roundtable with us every Monday. And then Jake Asman, the Jake Asman Show, who has over 35,000 subscribers on YouTube, killing it. He works for ESPN New York and on ESPN Radio. And then Matt O'Leary, who's a great friend of mine, who has 20,000 subs on YouTube. And it's going to be a great time. And obviously, this is a mini expansion. You can expect a Bills Roundtable as well, a Patriots Roundtable as well. But news just came in. We just decided as a collective, there's going to be no Dolphins Roundtable since the AFC East Roundtable is that. I mean, this is you, not us.
Hater, it's coming, baby. Y'all gonna love it. It's coming.
Richie, you like you ever listen to there's one YouTube channel, Jets, I always listen to. They're funny as hell. Let's Talk was it Let's Talk?
Yeah, of course.
Jets
Tyson
Radio?
And
bro,
yeah,
them dudes right there, man. Yo,
I love them.
They be having me cracking up, man.
Yeah, they're great. Let's Talk Jets Radio.
And there's another YouTube channel called the New York Jokes where they react to all the games. Oh my
so
god.
good. You don't see their face, you just hear them just
Mhm.
get him. And they just it's hilarious. It's so good. But guys, that's gonna be live on our channel. And listen, Dolphins fans, come through.
Oh, we coming. Oh, we
Like,
coming.
talk your crap. Bills fans,
We
talk your
are.
crap. We don't want this just to be a Jets show. We're going to talk Jets, of course, but we're going to be talking AFC East stuff. Like, this is not going to be, just 100% Jets talk tomorrow. It's going to be AFC East centric is the content, right? So don't make it seem like we're not going to bring up the Dolphins or not going to bring up the Bills, and we're just talking about Jets. It's going to be all AFC East talk. Jets at the forefront of it, of course, but we will be talking about your guys' division as well. And we're excited to get the Dolphins roundtable, Bills roundtable, Patriots roundtable launched in the next week or so.
Let's go. Fly Jets. Let's see if y'all show up tomorrow because we're gonna be there present. We got a lot of cockiness to get across in the chat. And somebody in the chat talk about TD done got too cocky. You know how much losing we done? You know how much losing we've been through? That's right, I'm cocky because we never won and we're not losing it this time. And all three of these gentlemen know we're not losing it this time.
First off, how long have you been watching this show? He hasn't changed. He's been the same dude.
Yeah,
Literally.
he's been like
Past
this since
5
the
years.
beginning.
But it's real this time, though. It's real.
Yeah,
And that,
the past 4 years.
It finally happened, Dolphin fans. We here.
Dude, how long you been watching, bro?
Finally.
He's been the same way.
And listen, maybe I should take on TD's takes because if people have been watching us from the beginning, TD's been consistent and he was wrong for 3 years. And now he feels like he's right. So, like, is that how it works? Like, do I just say the Jets to the Super Bowl every year and be wrong until it actually happens? Like,
Richie,
that's a good way.
because you're 1 for 4. If technically,
Richie, 1 for 4 is still better than what your team will ever be.
Yo.
Yeah, I mean, and
so
you're
I
never going to get
guarantee
to
you-
that 1 and 4, right? We're talking about Super Bowl.
Say that day that, so the Dolphins finally do win a Super Bowl, say that does happen, then I think TD's going to delete like all of his videos prior to that year. Just be, I called that shit. First year YouTuber, man.
I told
throw me in the
Home
Hall
of the
of
real
Fame.
Bills fans,
I was going to the
TD Bills
Super Bowl.
talk.
I told y'all
Unfortunately for him, I have everything backed up. So he could never ever delete
That's
anything.
good. That's good. Not all heroes wear capes, dude.
Antoine says, Fins up no matter what. Screw the haters, CD. We playing ball in February.
They already know.
In the Pro Bowl.
No. Stop hating,
You're
Richie.
going to have mad Pro Bowlers. I'll give you that. The Dolphins are filled with stars. You got Jalen Waddle out there. Hey, Jalen Ramsey will make it. Javon Holland. Tua will make the Pro Bowl for sure. I mean, Tyreek,
the
absolutely.
Pro Bowl, that's hysterical.
You got to be playing some beefy ass football.
Richie, some of the Jets are going to the Pro Bowl only because we turning it down because we'll be getting ready for the Super Bowl.
No, we have Jets representing the Pro Bowl. So, guys, the Jets and the Dolphins will both be playing.
Sauce will be going to the Pro Bowl because Ramsey and X will turn it down. It's that simple.
No, Sauce was the first person to make the Pro Bowl last year, and he'll be
not this year.
Again this
not
year.
this year, Richie. They done caught on to his holding. Not this year.
How many career holdings does he have?
Yeah, they caught on now, Richie. It's the difference.
Okay,
There's
something going on with my freaking software. Sorry.
You updated your Mac.
My Mac. Yeah, because look, guys, this is the new feature. Watch this. Make sure to hit that like button. I'm at a freeze. And there's a like button next to me.
Do this, Richie.
Oh gosh.
What's
that gonna do?
You'll see.
Oh.
All right, do that. Well, it's like 20 of them, man. You can do.
What is them? I'm gonna have some fun.
Well, yours froze just now, but it was.
So this is StreamYard or this is MacBook?
This is
Mac.
MacBook.
All you got to do. Your phone does it too. Your iPhone does it too.
You have to
People just
update
need
the
to
software,
update it.
Dan. It's a complete software update. I don't know if you did it.
I didn't do it yet.
Yeah,
but my question is, how come it freezes? Like, watch, I'm gonna freeze.
Well, that's your RAM. That's your computer RAM, bro.
No way. My RAM is max.
Well, hey, some may max it.
Maybe it just doesn't translate to StreamYard.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Probably. Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down gives you one. It's all kind, bro.
What other ones? Give me one more.
Thumbs down real quick.
I already did that. That's boring. I like the purple stuff.
Do your hearts. Do a heart.
Oh, we got hearts.
No, it ain't good. It's all, bro. I gotta look it up. My daughter, she just her freshman year of college, she hit me up. I was like, "What's all this stuff on the screen? You keep popping up." And she showed me how to do a lot of them, man. So,
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of the Pro Bowl, this is actually kind of funny. The New England Patriots actually might be the first team in NFL history to not have a single even Pro Bowl eligible player. Because I'm trying to think, because even some of the worst teams always have that player, you know? They always have like every team that I can think of at least has that one player where you can be like, you know, they had a really good season. But if you look at the Patriots, I've been looking up and down a roster. I'm just like,
well, they're hurt, Tyson. The two guys would be Judon.
Well, Christian Gonzalez, he got hurt. Well, Judon.
Well, when you think of it, Mac Jones still got a shot.
I still can't believe he was in the NFL top 100, bro.
And the
people were saying that they might actually have to cancel the NFL top 100 because Mac Jones was on there, because now people will never take it seriously again.
Well, let me ask you this though. Real question to all you guys. The Pro Bowl. Who do you think would go in the AFC at the quarterback position right now?
Mahomes.
It's two of them, right?
Lamar Jackson, and
Mahomes and Lamar.
Tua.
They do three?
CJ Stroud.
I think they do three.
Oh, okay.
Then it would have to be CJ Stroud.
Yeah, it is three. I'm thinking all pro.
CJ Stroud over Tua, you're saying, Tyson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a popularity contest, so
Yeah,
he probably would get it right now.
I think Tua will get in just because the Dolphins fans are, very good fan base, so they're gonna vote the living heck out of Tua.
That's another thing too. Yep, you got the voting with the Dolphins on this one.
But
exactly.
Oh, that's all pro where the players select them, right?
All pros when the players select them, which is why
that's actually what really matters. All pros really matters because the players and
like the players know Sauce is GOAT, but the fans, I'll take the fans' judgment over actual players. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's going to be all pro for the Dolphins this year?
Tyreek, obviously.
We got like 6 or 7, man.
Well, give me 6 or 7 Pro Bowlers.
No, y'all don't have no 6. Y'all will not have 6 or 7.
You will have 6 or 7 potential Pro Bowlers. But
all pro?
All pro, meaning first team all pro.
By the time the season over, first or second, by the time season over, Jalen Ramsey.
I don't think he's played enough to qualify.
He's not eligible,
he's
not even eligible.
He will have played enough by the end of the season.
But not well enough. I don't think he's qualified because he didn't. You have to be qualified.
You mean to
You have
tell
to
me
play a certain amount of.
if he lead the league in interceptions, you think that's gonna matter? The man been back 3 games and got 3 picks. If he play the next 6 and get a pick in every one of them, just hypothetically, and he ends up with 9, you mean to tell me they're not gonna put that man in? Come on, man, stop. He's gonna be an all pro.
Well, we're not gonna argue with you about Jalen Ramsey. Go ahead. Who's the other Holland, right?
Ramsey's not gonna be all pro.
Javon Holland is gonna be all pro.
I give you Javon Holland.
Tyreek Hill will be all pro.
Yes.
I think if he played, he probably
Eichenberg. No one's beating out Jerome Bland.
What about Liam Eichenberg?
Not Eichenberg, but Connor Williams
Austin
might.
Jackson.
You never know. But anyway, stop naming
that's 3.
people.
You have 3 logistic options.
No, I'm not done.
3.
Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert's not sniffing
all
pro.
not, bro.
Not even touching.
Bro, he lead the league in touchdowns. What are you talking about?
He's not. Okay,
listen,
he's a good player. I'm not going to take anything away from him. We're talking all pro. He's not an all pro player.
A-Chain, if he do
he's
it
not an all-pro
the first
player.
half of the season, A-Chain will.
Not an all-pro player.
Then you got Christian Wilkins. He'll be.
No, he's not. You got to look at the other defensive tackles in the NFL.
What? He better than
Chris
Quinn
Jones
Williams this year. He better than Quinn Williams. How about that?
He's not.
He better than Chris Jones this year.
He's not better than Chris Jones. You got Dexter Lawrence, who's better than him. Quinn Williams, who's better than him.
You're naming people that you would put better than him before the season started.
Dexter Lawrence for the Giants is better than Wilkins.
Ain't nobody better than Wilkins. Wilkins the
Dexter
best
Lawrence, do you not know who that is? Do you know what team he plays for?
Listen, Wilkins the best tackle in the league.
Nobody answer this, guys. Nobody answer this. What team does Dexter Lawrence play for, TD?
He played for the Jets. How about that?
See, he doesn't know the NFL.
That's crazy. You don't know.
That's pure bias. He's saying Wilkins because he doesn't know anything else.
No.
This guy is looking it up. He's waiting for someone in the chat. He would have said it by now.
Nope.
Dude, Dexter Lawrence is one of the best defensive tackles in the
bro,
NFL. You
he
don't even
played
know
for
what
the
team.
Jets. He played for the Jets.
Giants.
CD, bro, and your NFL knowledge, bro.
We
Come
already
on.
been here before. We done already been here before. I done already told y'all what I'm gonna do every time y'all do that.
See, this
When
is why you
Masterworks
can't
tried to
value
pull the
all pro
card, too.
because what values all pro is you got to know the other players at the position that they're going up against.
Listen, man, this is given information, man. I ain't got to prove nothing to y'all. He played for the Jets. How about that? At least he's in your funky state, at least. But he played for the Jets. Just like I'm going to do with Tyson. Every time he pull my card, I'm going to say he played for the Patriots. Because y'all try to test me, and I already know the answer. I ain't got nothing to prove to y'all.
He did not know the answer.
I do know the answer. He played for the Jets.
I love
Wilkins
this
is
show.
not better than him.
I love this show.
Wilkins
is
is
a good
better
player,
than
though.
Dexter Lawrence. Wilkins is better. And hasn't Dexter Lawrence been hurt anyway?
No, he's been dominating.
We need to do an NFL Jeopardy. We need to do an NFL Jeopardy
I thought he
during the
got
offseason,
injured.
testing everyone's knowledge of the game.
CD,
An
do I need to
NFL
tell you what
Jeopardy
team
would
he
be a
plays
great
for?
show.
Bro, he in your raggedy state. I already know what team he played for, but he played for the Jets. How about that?
Yeah, because he saw this chat. Thank you, chat, for letting him know.
Ain't nobody looking no chat. I know where he at. And
Yeah,
listen,
NFL Jeopardy.
If you knew, you would have said it right away.
Richie, who does Christian Wilkins play for, Richie?
The Miami Dolphins.
All pro. Thank you. That's all that matters.
See, like, I would agree, but it's not going to happen.
Bro, he's playing better this year. Let me look up PFF. Let me see how Dexter doing.
All right.
You got a PFF
By the way, Wilkins
Pay
is
for
a
PFF subscription. How do you not know that?
and let me just say this about Wilkins. This is
I
no
don't know his
Wilkins
PFF.
slander.
I know he played for the Giants, man. Stop.
This is no Wilkins slander. This is just based off his competitors in the same division. I think Wilkins is a top 5 player in his division. Top 5. But all pro, you have to be top 2. Okay? So Wilkins is one of the premier defensive tackles in the NFL. So I don't want to get twisted that this is hate towards him. He is one of the best in the NFL at his position. No doubt. And he does have a chance to make all pro as well. But I just got to tell you the other people in his position.
You said he wasn't making it.
No, I was bringing up the other people around him to bring a perspective that there's a lot of people that are better than him, the last few years.
What makes him better? I'm talking about this year, Richie. What makes him better?
I mean, I don't know Dexter Lawrence is having a hell of a season. Quinnen Williams' numbers aren't there because he's getting quadruple teamed every snap, but he's freeing up all the edge rushers for the Jets, and he's doing his job. His grades are high.
Jones.
Chris Jones
I
is
can
Chris
tell
Jones.
you now, man.
Sweat. Until except for he got traded, but
they do, and they pretty much do two all pros for every position, right?
Yeah, first team
and second team.
First and second, so 4 in total.
Man, then yeah, we got maybe 6 people gonna be all pro, man. When it's all said and done,
Name 'em.
easy. I mean, come on, man. We got a whole bunch of top 5 rated, top 10 rated in the position, man. Javon Holland rated number 1. Jalen Ramsey right now number 6, but we know where that's gonna go. We got Robert Hunt at right guard, top 5. We got Connor Williams, number 1 center in the NFL right now rated. You got Raheem Mostert, number 4 in the NFL. You don't listen. And we got
better than Kelsey. Did you just say Connor Williams is better than Kelsey at center?
He's the highest rated. Connor Williams is the highest rated center in the NFL.
He ain't I wouldn't take him over Kelsey.
Yeah, you won't take him because of the body of work in his career. But this year, he's the highest rated center in the NFL.
Okay,
that's
well, he's kept Tua healthy. I guess he's got to be up there, right?
That's the way y'all looking at it of how these guys been this whole their careers. Raheem Mostert, number 4. Jalen Waddle, number 6. He got a chance to get up in the top 5. Tyreek Hill, number 1. And Tua, number 4. These guys are rated. I mean, I just named 8 players rated top 5 in the NFL.
King Losey said, what about Lester Cotton?
Hey, man, King Losey need to stay away from Bleacher Report. That's where he get that from. Listen, man, we got too many all pros, man. This ain't just Pro Bowl. These are all pro players.
How many all pros did the Dolphins have last year? Sure.
Not a lot.
I'm checking right now. I think they had
probably 2. I gotta go look it up. Or 3.
I think that Right now, I'm just seeing Tyreek as first team All Pro, and I think that's it.
Armstead
I
got
could be
hurt.
wrong.
Yeah, you might be right. I think it was just Tyreek.
You know how many-
Andrew Van Ginkel. I forgot about him too. Andrew Van Ginkel. The problem is he's played games, but I don't know. Is there a percentage of snaps that's required?
Yeah, which is why Ramsey's not making it. That's what we were talking
No,
about.
stop, Richie. Stop.
How many games has Ramsey played? 2 games, right?
Why does that not apply
Three.
to Ramsey? He literally missed half
Wait,
the season.
When did it? What was the first game he came back against? TD.
The Chiefs, I believe. I think
I could have swore it was the Raiders.
I could tell you right now. Don't worry about it.
TD.
I thought he only played 2 games so far.
Oh, Andrew Van Ginkel is 8th at the linebacker position. He's 8th in the league. But let me pull Ramsey up real
Yeah,
quick.
he's
I'll
not
tell
at all.
you how many games now. Let's see here.
TD,
All right, here we go.
what are you looking for?
Ramsey, how many games he's played this season?
Didn't he start in the
Three?
Pats game?
I think. Let me see.
Yeah.
He played Patriots, Raiders, and Jets.
He got 4 games in so far.
4.
Yeah,
Oh.
4. And he
I
got
wanna
he
ask
got
you a
6
question.
more to go. He can get in with 10 games. Okay, that's
So he
more than
played the
half the season.
Patriots. He played the Patriots, the Jets, and the Raiders. Who was the 4th team?
Kansas City. The Kansas City was after the Patriots. The Patriots was his first game back.
That's right. So he's played Mac Jones, Tim Boyle, Aiden O'Connell.
Patrick
And the
Mahomes.
one game that he played against Mahomes, they lost, and they were getting smoked. 21-0. That's
don't
right. That's
have
a
it.
hell of a body of work to put him at all pro TD. He's played
Don't
literally 3
worry.
of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
He got 6 more games. He got 6 more games, and he'll be able to show it. He might end up with 9, 10 picks.
He plays Sam
All
Howell
pro.
this week.
All pro.
TD, can you name the 3 Jets that were all pros
Nope.
last year?
I
I'm
can't.
just curious.
I can't. I can't. Nope.
Oh.
Probably
I was
Quentin Williams, that bum
wondering if you
Sauce
remember.
Gardner. Quentin Williams, Sauce Gardner. These are just guesses, by the way.
DJ
And DJ Reed, I would probably assume. Nope. Zach Wilson.
Nope.
Listen, I don't know, Richie. I have no idea. I just know y'all bums.
We had 3 all pros on our defense last year. 2 of them
Okay.
first team, the third one second team.
Okay.
And the first 2 you named, they're all pro first team, which means they're the best of their division last year. It was CJ Mosley.
Okay.
I like CJ
Makes
Mosley.
sense.
Yeah, man,
Great
he's the
player.
captain, bro. He is the leader. He is such an underappreciated, underrated player in this league, man.
How many on offense?
0 because the Jets offense stinks.
All right. Yeah, we probably had like 8 all pros this year. Worst case scenario, 6.
TD, I don't think you realize how it works. 8 Pro Bowls, you got that. I will give you that. All Pro, not a chance.
Yeah, all pro is.
I don't think
is
you
a
realize
whole
how
nother
hard all pros are.
beast.
That's voted by the players, and there's only like 2 people at each position make it.
Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it.
All right, I'll let you live.
And when
there.
it's all said and done, everybody gonna vote too if he hoists the Lombardi. They already gonna know. I mean, they can't deny
That's
him. That.
decided. All that's decided before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's regular
Well,
season.
when we win the division, when we win the AFC with the number 1 seed, all of that will be decided.
You think Tua is in the consideration of being All Pro?
I mean, he's in a consideration. I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to be up. If the players are voting, they're not going to vote him above Lamar. They're not going to vote him above Mahomes. They're not going to vote him above Stroud right
Jackson.
now. Yeah, Lamar Jackson or Stroud. I don't
What
think
about
they'll
Dak
vote him.
Prescott?
We're talking about strictly AFC.
Yeah, we're talking about AFC.
All Pro, there's no A. Oh yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Wait, is it Richie?
That's why I asked you: is it
Is
two?
it all
I
pro
think there's
conference
just
or is
one.
it just one?
All
Oh, this is
pro
one. Then
is-
that's the difference.
It's just one. There's no.
Okay,
conference.
well, if that's the case, then two definitely ain't.
All right, then that's different. We were talking. We were operating off of a different
Wait, were you ranking these within the AFC or the NFL this whole time?
the AFC?
Oh,
Oh,
that's why.
Because
Okay.
we kept going back and forth about Pro Bowl
Okay,
and stuff.
okay,
So
'cause
you trying to throw little tricks in there, Richie.
No, I'm not. You just don't know all pro is in the Pro Bowl.
All right, so all pro.
That's okay.
All right, so let me reevaluate.
That's
it.
why
Oh,
I
that's
kept
cool because I was honestly getting confused too.
So all
you
pro
can't
is
you
the
can't blame me.
best
We haven't
in
had an
the
all pro player
NFL.
since Brady. I mean,
Yeah, the all pro is the best in that position in the entire NFL. So stars of the league.
Then we
which
need
is
this.
what?
Well, we shouldn't be operating
You
off
didn't
the
know that?
top 5. It's just top 3 that they have a shot, really.
Yeah, in the league.
I mean, I still think Tua can potentially.
This guy was like, yeah, 8 all pros. I'm like, do you actually believe that?
What quarterback in the NFC playing better than him?
Jalen Hurts.
Man,
Tua?
stop, man. He a running back. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
He's a running back. He beat you.
All right, never mind, because they'll give it to him
Dak
because of
Prescott.
his running. Okay, whatever, man. Skew. If we talk about quarterback, passing, man, that's different. Listen, all right, I ain't got to put Tua in there, but Tyreek gonna be in there.
Tyreek was first team all pro last year, and he will be a first team all pro again this year.
Yes, he will.
And he might be your only all pro on offense.
No. I'm
you
telling
know
you,
what's kind of hilarious? We should actually want
Connor Williams gonna be all pro, man. Connor Williams gonna get all pro. Watch.
I'm
You
gonna
think
tell
he's
you
getting
why.
an all pro
He
over
the number 1 center in the league.
over Jason Kelsey and Creed Humphrey?
It don't matter. They could be great players of all time, but at the end of the day, they're not playing better than him this year. I mean,
All right,
I get it. If I'm gonna start a team, I'm picking all them other guys. But this year, Connor Williams is the best center in the NFL if he can stay healthy.
And by the way,
Javon Holland. So you gonna tell me Holland ain't gonna get all pro?
so I'll just name the all pro safeties from last year, just to add context.
Mm-hmm.
Minka Fitzpatrick, Derwin James,
Hurt.
Justin Simmons,
Ain't the same as
and Hufanga from San Francisco.
You know who's definitely making all pro? Since I know the NFL. There's a guy named Jesse Bates for the Atlanta Falcons. I think he's probably right now the best safety in the game.
Yeah,
I've
he just had
never,
that
bro,
pick
and
six.
I've seen this, bro. I've watched a few Falcons games this season. That kid is something crazy, bro.
Then guess what? Him and Javon Holland making it in.
Well, I'm not saying Javon Holland's better than Jesse Bates. I'm just saying Jesse Bates right now, he's the up and coming. Like in a few years
Best
from now,
safety.
this
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
is like a potential Hall of Fame safety.
And so Cincinnati should have never let him walk.
That was crazy, bro.
Cincinnati should have never let him walk.
Yeah, I wanted the Jets to sign him in the free agency process. He's a stud. So TD, any other questions just to get a good understanding of this process, how it works? I want to educate you. Make sure you get it.
It's all right, Richie. The only education that we all need is knowing that we'll have the most all pros that become an all pro out of all 4 of our teams.
And
That's
guess
the only
what?
thing that matters.
Does that matter? Because the Jets had the most all pros in the division last year, but no one gave a shit.
Yeah, but we're winning the Super Bowl. It's different.
I mean,
we should actually root for Tua to get like an all pro and MVP, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Here we go. The money.
The reason why I kind of want it to happen, not just because it's absolutely fucking hilarious, is because of the base of the fact that this now gives Tua some contract negotiations when that, the 50 option. I want Tua to get the biggest contract in the history of the National Football League. I want him to eat up every cent of the Dolphins cap. So when he does eventually get that contract and he falls, or who knows what else could happen, I want to see TD's face. And I want to contract Tua. When you go to that negotiation table, you make sure you negotiate the right way, brother. I want you to get every cent, and I want it guaranteed. I wanted to make it to where if they cut you, that it's going to hurt the Dolphins so bad they won't be able to get out of the contract. Tua, do me a favor. I'm not a big fan of yours, but in this, go get the bag, and make sure you bring up the fact that the Dolphins tried to get rid of you and did everything they could to taint you early in your career. I want you to remember the Brian Flores situation. You go and hold this over the Miami Dolphins franchise, and you go get every single penny you deserve.
Well, the problem that you're not thinking about is the simple fact that when he win a Super Bowl this year, we don't mind doing that. We don't mind giving him $100 million a year, long as we get that one Lombardi. That's all that matters.
And if you don't now,
we will, Richie. I don't live in that world that you live in. That's why
you got to
be
able to figure out other alternate realities. Because if you get to that reality, then you're not going to.
If we don't win a Super Bowl, then yeah, we screwed. If you're giving them all that money, because this team ain't gonna ever be this great again. This is the most he'll ever have around him this year and next year. That's it.
So are you telling me and all 912 people watching that the Miami Dolphins have a Super Bowl window for this year,
Absolutely.
and
Let's
it's
see.
closed?
Richie, why would
No,
you even
no.
ask that question?
No,
Come on, bro.
It ain't
It's
closed.
closed
But
I'm saying after this year? What's
if
the window?
we win, it ain't closed because we'll become that destination.
If they
people
lose
wanna
this year,
take
what's
pay
the
cut.
window? Is it closed or is the window open for next year?
Man, the window is in trouble big time in 2025. We got to do it this year and next year. But it ain't no secret. We sold out. Look at all the big contracts. You tell me a team that got a Tyreek Hill contract, Jalen Ramsey contract, Emmanuel Ogbah contract, Xavier Howard contract, Tua's about to be contract, Chubb contract. I mean, I can keep going. Ain't no team got all of these guys over $15 and $20 million like we do. We're benefiting from a rookie contract at the quarterback position. This is all teams. Why you think Buffalo finna suck for the next 5 years? Because it's over. Ain't no more 10 million Josh Allen.
They're about to be
It's
$30
40,
million
50
in the
plus. It's 40, 50 million plus. That's how it works.
And so the Buffalo Bills, like, we actually draft way better than the Dolphins. So
well, that's the point too. I will give you that. But at the same
we
token,
draft way better than you guys.
But it
by
don't
a
matter.
landslide.
Did it help you? Did it help? Is your team
About to.
better? Is your team better this year than last year? Oh,
It's the
did it
greatest
help?
story ever told. It's the greatest story ever told. Coming up, baby. Sit back.
I don't know, Dan. We're brewing up the greatest story ever told over here.
So you're basing giving Tua a contract based off of his performance in the playoffs and getting to it and winning a Super Bowl. You're not basing it off of any regular season, because if he's having a great regular season, you don't want to give him a contract because of that. You want to base it off of playoff performance.
No. The organization is going to pay him no matter what. You've already dug the hole. Unless there's some kind of situation happen in the next 6 games where he's not on the field, which you knock on wood, they're going to pay him no matter what, because you put yourself in this corner. Ain't nothing else you could do. You picked up a 5th-year option holding $24 million, and then you got a guy who's going to be unsigned. If he don't get a new contract this offseason, his agent will be the dumbest agent of all time if he don't sit out. You see what I mean? That's when you force the hand. So they're going to give him a big contract. That's why I hope we win a Super Bowl, because I can care less what happened after that. I'll ride the wave. I already know what's going to happen in the future.
Well, I mean, at that point, if you win a Super Bowl,
yeah,
I would be with you, TD. I'm just like, even if it's a 1-year wonder, you still have to. That's what like the Ravens did to Joe Flacco, and how they gave him the contract that he won Super Bowl. Then he just completely fell off a cliff. You're kind of stuck in a corner, but at that point, it would have been worth it.
Yeah. We're trying to do what the Bucks just did. We're trying to do what Manning did in Denver. We're trying to do that right now. If you really want to be honest, it's just that we actually drafted the quarterback, but the talent we put around him, that's what we're going for. We're trying to win now. Stephen Ross said he needs something right away as soon as possible. But when you look at our financials and you look at these elite players that we signed, they're no longer going to be here in 2025. You can't afford all of them. It's not even possible. You got your young kids you got to pay now. You got Holland. You got Holland. You got Phillips. You got Christian Wilkins. You got Tua. You got Robert Hunt. You got Austin Jackson. You got like 10, 12 players that start that are on pennies right now that need to be paid. So ain't no more Tyreek contracts. Ain't no more Chubb contracts. Ain't no more Ogbah contracts. So you'll have the same team. Those players will just be more seasoned. And now you got to hope that you can find guys as good as Tyreek in the draft.
Waddle
as
is
good
in
as
his, what year, TD? His fourth year, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was in. Yes, because he got
due
drafted
for an extension this offseason.
Yeah, a lot of he's not it. Javon Holland, there ain't no 5th-year option because he was a 2nd-round pick.
So he's a free agent.
They'll do the contract this offseason. He got one more after, but this is the offseason. You got to do it. You don't let him.
Wait.
So
Holland,
is he
Holland's
restricted?
in year 3 or 4?
3.
Oh, so he has another year next year.
Okay, he has another year. Yeah, you might want to get that contract done now.
No. I spoke wrong. Hold on. Waddle is in year 3, just like Holland. Yeah, both of them are in year 3.
Waddle came out the same year as Mac.
No. Waddle came out the same year as Mac Jones.
3.
Yeah, Holland did too. Holland did too.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Jalen Phillips did too.
And And the same thing is going with the Jets, TD. The Jets have a window because all of our best players are literally on rookie contracts. You know, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson, like, are all from the same draft class. They're all in year 2, which is why the Jets went all in for Aaron, because we have, like, these young, talented players that are going to eventually get paid a lot of money. So you got to win now with them.
Aaron got all their money right now. But when they get their money, you can't afford an Aaron. But lucky for y'all will be getting a new quarterback that's young at that point.
And Aaron and the cool thing about the Jets financially is Aaron's pay cut cancels out Zach Wilson's whole contract. So, like,
what's the Dolphins' projected cap space in the offseason, TD?
I gotta look at negative.
So that's what I figured. It's in the negative. So I know Buffalo's.
We're
like
gonna
minus 30.
I've already done the math. When we clear certain contracts that I know that we're not gonna keep next year that are making big money, like Ogba and players like that, we're gonna pretty much get into like positive like 11. And then when we sign these guys, we got to make a decision. We might have to back in the contracts just to be able to maybe do 1 or 2 things next year. So this year and next year is it, because the money piles up exponentially in 25, 26, and 27 with the new contracts that they're about to sign this all season. Too many contracts need to be given. We got too many free agents that nobody's talking about. The number 1 center in the league, in Connor Williams, will be a free agent. We did not give him a deal. Austin Jackson, we didn't pick up his 5th-year option, and he's playing better all of a sudden. He'll be a free agent. You got guys like Robert Hunt. You got guys. It's too many on this roster that are young that's playing good now that we got to pay.
Yeah. Being that you guys picked up to his 5th-year option, if for some reason Greer and Ross don't feel comfortable giving him a Lamar Jackson type deal, how much is the 5th-year option? How much would they pay him for that 1 year?
5th-year option set in stone. It's either 23 or 24 million, but that can change.
Whatever the average is of that position around the league is how much the 5th-year option is.
But there's also kickers. There's kickers if you made a Pro Bowl, if you made an All-Pro, then it goes higher and higher the more you did from like an All-Pro standpoint and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's also fully guaranteed.
Yes, it's a cap hit next year.
And that would be next year though, right? So that money would go towards next year.
Yeah, when we clear those players we won't keep anymore, then that money is pretty much to us. But then you ain't got nothing left.
Yeah.
So now you got to sign people and back in their contract to try to have any little wiggle room.
And the way the dynasties do it is you got to draft well, because that's how you get cheap talent.
And we ain't got no 3rd and 4th round picks and stuff. So
the reason why the Patriots were so successful, Richie, is because
Tom Brady didn't get paid a lot.
Brady took the discount. But if you look at this era of quarterbacks right now with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, they're not taking it. Well, Mahomes kind of did take a discount, but it's still not even a discount compared to what Brady did, which is why the Chiefs had to pretty much get rid of Tyreek Hill, and why, if you look at him now, people are wondering why don't the Chiefs have any, star weapons yet? Is because
they can't
what's going to end up happening. What's going to end up happening with the Chiefs is they need to just hope that they draft well and develop the receivers, because they're not going to be able to just pluck and get that star receiver, maybe in a trade, maybe free agency, maybe they got some money. But that Patrick Mahomes contract is starting to kick up a notch every single season, which is what's going to happen to the Bills next year.
So, and when you really look at it, when it's all said and done, man, you need that quarterback who can. Mahomes just defied odds. Even though it's still going to kick up and up and up the money for him, but he still won a Super Bowl while the initial money still kicked in, and that was very impressive. That's the biggest feat on his resume, having less and still winning it all. But how many quarterbacks can we say really can do that? Afford less. This is the best roster this year and next year, potentially. And I don't even know if next year will be better. It may not. But these 2 years are going to be the best rosters Tua will have once he start making his money, man. The best. It's not good. And when we say we'll just need to draft well, here's the issue for the Dolphins. Drafting well means, all right, Tyreek is retired in 2026, so he moves on because we can't afford $38 million of a cap hit, which he'll be then, right? Because ain't no more restructures. We done already done that enough. What are the odds of drafting another Tyreek Hill?
You didn't even draft him in the first place.
You can hit at the receiver position, but
Well,
what's
Marvin
odds
Harrison's going to be the
Ty-
next big receiver.
Tyreek
right?
Hill is generational. He is one of the
So-
best
so-
receivers.
so-
You're not replacing him.
So, Richie, and what are the odds of drafting another Teron Armstead? I know he get hurt, but I'm just saying the caliber player. What
Yeah,
are the
it's a
odds?
First-round pick.
What are the odds of drafting the next Xavier Howard? Because he's done in 2 years, if not this offseason. What are the odds? You see what I mean? So when people say, but you just got to draft well to keep up, the way we're set up, we got so many big name players that's getting old now and they're not going to be here anymore. Our drafting has to be the greatest of all time. And come on, man. So win now. Dolphins Super Bowl now. It has to happen this year.
So you're hoping, TD, you're basically hoping that the Miami Dolphins win a Super Bowl this year. So when the Dolphins begin to suck in 2025 and 26, you'll say, I don't care. We won Super Bowl in 2023.
I can come up here and laugh in y'all face and tell me when the last time you won one.
And that's how it's supposed to be, Richie. Honestly, that's what I do every time.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, it will be worth it. Like if the Bills go on a magical run and win a Super Bowl and they win a Super Bowl and then next year they completely fall off the map, I don't think that would be. I mean, he'd care because you're a fan of team. You want him to win all the time. But you can always be like, well, we won. You can't really say nothing about Josh Allen anymore. He's got the hardware.
I would say the same exact thing as a Jets fan. I'm just
that's what I'm banking on.
I'm just putting the pressure though on you, TD, because
I get it, man.
Then you'll be in 2025 and no Super Bowl, and then
listen. Let me tell you something. You know how I'm real hard on Tua, right?
Not on this channel. Definitely not on this channel. I think you got people in this chat deluded.
You can never
say one bad thing about Tua on this channel.
Never on this channel.
On TD Finstock, you are right. On this channel, I've never heard you say anything bad about the Miami Dolphins, actually.
This year, even on my channel,
this
year, even on my channel, he the best quarterback in the league. Even on my channel. So listen, I was hard on Tua a lot of that time because we had better options. Oh, they might get Brady. Which one do you think I'm going to pick? Oh, they might get Lamar. Who do you think I'm going to pick? At the time with Deshaun Watson, oh, they might get Deshaun. Who do you think I'm going to pick? So all of these people, all of these options we had, of course, at the time, Tua was a bum. He was playing like a straight bum. So I'm advocating for the next guy the whole time. Now, what options do we have? I don't talk like that about Tua no more. I don't do that even on my channel anymore.
When you lose, you do.
Yeah, but that's every player on my team. When you stink, you stink. But next week, let's go. Let's go. Next week, you go. I've always kept it 100 about Tua. We had better options at the time, so I always want best for my team. And now all those options are gone.
Though. You are. I respect everything you're saying, but I'm just making to your awareness. You don't say that on this platform.
Yeah, because he's better than all y'all quarterbacks, though.
I mean, technically, he does say it on this platform because I upload videos to this platform of TD saying things about Tua. So we all get even, and we all get what we want at the end of the day, whether TD likes it or not. But I promise you this, and I know TD. I think I know TD a little bit. If the Dolphins do somehow come around and Tua is the reason why they don't succeed
all time, baby.
If Tua is the reason why they don't do what he says he thinks they're going to do, I promise you he's going to say something about it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
If they're in the playoffs and Tua throws an interception on the game-winning drive.
If he the reason we lose, I told y'all we should have got Lamar. I told y'all we don't go
and
right.
That's the way it should be. And if Tua performs, then you got to give him credit. I'm that way. I was even that way with Brady, as crazy as it seems. Brady did some stupid shit too. Every once in a while. Yep. And I would get on to him and be like, why would you say that about him? He's won you like 5 Super Bowls. Bro, that doesn't give him license. If he messes up, I'm going to call it out. And that should be with everybody, every quarterback in this league. Joe Burrow gets that same treatment. Mahomes gets the same treatment. They get on Mahomes a lot now because once Kelsey's gone, we want to see how can Mahomes survive without Kelsey. That's going to be the new narrative.
Oh, hold on.
Last year was how will he do without Tyreek? He won without Tyreek. Now it's Kelsey. So the narrative changes. And now Joe Burrow, now he's got the injury thing on him now. Wow, this is like the second injury he's had, right? Because they don't say that about Tua. I mean, well, they say that about Tua. Well, then, you have to start saying it about Joe Burrow too.
Hey, man,
it's only fair.
Man, say word. Let's stop talking about this. We're talking about quarterbacks and Super Bowl and Dan getting sad. So let's just chill.
And so I'm
That's
not
all right,
getting
man.
sad at all, boys.
Yeah,
We
the
miss
chat
you,
said
Dan.
you
How
I
you
just
doing down
realized
there?
that we haven't even gotten to the game previews. We're going to be on this episode till 2 a.m.
Well,
Hey, Dan,
we're
y'all
having
got
great conversations, man.
a bye week. The Jets got a bye. No, the Jets ain't got no bye week.
Yeah, no bye week for the Jets.
Oh my god. Let's get into the game preview.
Right, the Bills are on a bye week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they had a lot of them this year, but anyway. But all right, Richie, which one we doing first, man? Dan just checked us to get back on track.
We appreciate Dan checking us. We were getting sidetracked talking about I don't even know, but it was
Football.
entertaining. Let us know if it was entertaining because it was fun. All right, let's start off with the Patriots. Who they got this week? The Patriots.
We got the Chargers.
The Chargers.
Let's make this quick.
Let's go Patriots.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Zappi's going to start. I know Mac Jones ain't going to start. That's already set in stone now. I don't know if he's going to start. I think Zappi's most likely going to start until he throws a pick, and they'll probably play him in the first half, and then they'll end up playing Malik Cunningham, or maybe he'll get a few plays. But I do know Zappi will be the starting quarterback unless Belichick is just trying to really just. I don't know if Mac Jones starts this Sunday. I think Kraft might go on the field and just fire Belichick right then and there, because at this point it's not about winning or losing games. It's about there's a potential that we actually might see a death on the field for the very first time in Mac Jones, because I think,
Who, Mac Jones?
Yes, because you can't start him, because I think he'll have a mental breakdown to the point of I don't want to discuss the subject, but I don't think it's healthy for Mac to even play football. If you see him during the games when he throws an interception, it's very concerning. His body language, he's breathing to where it's like he needs a ventilator because he's so nervous. I think he like having a panic attack. I honestly believe that he breathes like that because he's having a panic attack. I don't think it's healthy to put Mac Jones out there. And he was on the radio, I think it was Monday. So he has a radio. He goes on the radio and they ask him questions about the game. And they asked him, do you think you deserve to be a quarterback of the Patriots? And Mac Jones was like, I want to be the quarterback for the Patriots. I think that I can play It was my dream to play quarterback. No, the question was, can you play quarterback for the Patriots? Not whether you want to or not, Mac. He's just incapable of playing quarterback for the league. But listen, I think the Chargers are going to win this game. Obviously, they have a coach that's fighting for his life right now, because there's reports that what's that dipshit's name for the Chargers, their coach? I can't think of his name right now, but there's reports that he's going to get fired. Brandon Staley, unless they do something miraculous, which they won't. They're 4-7, right? They're the same record as the Jets. But honestly, I do believe that what is happening right now, and there's also reports that it wasn't that Belichick never wanted Mac Jones, that it was Robert Kraft that wanted Mac Jones, and Belichick is playing Mac Jones to piss Robert Kraft off, which is why he's playing these little games in the media and why he's continuously benching him to stick it to Robert Kraft, because there's a media war going on to where people want to know who to point the blame to, whether it's Belichick or Kraft. And now it has now been leaked that actually Kraft is the one who wanted to get that forced Brady to leave, not Belichick. The report is that Brady was on a 1 year prove it deal type of contract, and Kraft forced Belichick to tell him that they wanted Brady on a one year deal, not a long-term contract, and Brady was pissed about it, and that's why Brady left. So it was actually Robert Kraft that didn't give him the contract that Brady deserved. It wasn't even Belichick that kicked him out the door, which is insane, because I guess the reporter spoke to Brady's father, and Brady's father confirmed the report that it was actually Robert Kraft that made Belichick tell Brady about the 1 year contract thing. So that's a whole situation in itself. There's reports that the Panthers, Tepper might go out and go get Belichick, that the Chargers might go out and get Belichick. So regarding that standpoint, I don't know what to believe, and it's just so much stuff going on. It's what happens when you have a dysfunctional franchise. and I don't want to keep you along, but I think I finally cracked the code as to why the offense has been so horrible. We understand that Mac Jones and Zappy aren't really like they're terrible quarterbacks, but the reason why the offense has been so bad over the course of since Brady left is because what ended up happening was they never changed the system when Brady left. Because you know how Brady used to identify the mic, audible plays, he could identify, and he had a beautiful mind. That's what he was known for. So they used the same system for Brady and thought Mac Jones could come in and do the same things Brady did. And they found out that, well, there's only one Tom Brady. Belichick was arrogant enough to think he didn't have to change the offensive system that Brady ran, which is why it's so complicated for receivers to learn the system, because Brady used to identify the mic, the linebackers, and change audibles at the line, which Mac Jones, as a rookie, never learned how to do. So when you put in a rookie quarterback and put him in the most complicated offense that Tom Brady orchestrated for 20 years and put him in the system, well, and then put Matt Patricia as your offensive coordinator, well, I wonder why the offense is so fucking shit. So now we've identified it to where now, oh, that makes sense. You're running the same offense for 20 years under Tom Brady, and you never changed the offense. Can you believe that? And you wonder why the offense isn't doing anything. So I found that very interesting. That was from a Patriots reporter that watches the offense, and he stated this week, I think he's been evaluating the offensive plays in all 22s for about 40 years now, and he said this is the worst offense he's ever seen in the history of the National Football League. For this, the way it's orchestrated, the way the line is set up, everything about it, it's not an NFL offense. And then he looked back at the offense that Brady was running and said, well, this is the same offense. It's just that the quarterback doesn't know how to run the offense because he can't identify the mic, the linebackers. He doesn't know how to switch and change plays on the double and read the defense like Brady did. And that's why the offense is so trash. So what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up firing Belichick or whatever's going to have a mutual agree. They're going to have to completely change the entire coaching staff around in order to when they get Caleb Williams or Drake May in the draft. Everybody needs to go because that is actually that's what Belichick has done, is that he thought he could do the same thing with Brady and just was arrogant enough to think that you can just stick any Johnny-come-lately quarterback under center and you'll have the same outcome, because he has such a lack of respect for the position itself of the quarterback position, which is why he treated Brady the way he did for 20 years. So now he's starting to understand that, damn, maybe I do need a quarterback to win and audible at the line and identify mics. Who would have fucking thought? So that is more proof that the game has passed Belichick along. But the Chargers are going to win. That's all I really got to say.
Dan, who you got in this game?
So I'll tell you what, man. Listen, I really don't see any world on the face of the planet where the Patriots win this game. All right. I just don't see it. I understand that the Chargers are seeing their share of struggles. And like Tyson said, I really think that Staley is going to be like I think the Patriots are saving him one more week before he is ultimately fired, like going into it. But I mean, honestly, man, like there's nothing that has proven to me that this Patriots team wants to win a game at this point. I feel like that they have completely embraced the fact that they are turning their heads and direction for next year, whether or not that's going to be a new head coach, which is like 99% likely, a brand new quarterback, and just starting from the very beginning by itself. And so the Chargers are a weird team. I mean, you still see Herbert out there like slinging it all over the place. This somewhat elite defense ran by a defensive-minded guru, quote unquote, from Brandon Staley just isn't delivering. But yeah, I have a feeling that. So with LA is just going to go out there and absolutely destroy New England. It's my call.
Nice. TD?
Patriots will get this win.
Like last week, huh? And the week before that.
Nah, the Chargers will win, man. I'm just teasing. But yeah, the Patriots getting their way this season. I mean, they're not getting their way. This ain't how they wanted it to go, but since it is going this way now, they're definitely getting their way. And I don't know why. It just seems like the stars just keep aligning for these bums. Like they end the Buffalo era. I mean, not the Buffalo. Y'all throwing me off with these thumbs down. They end the Brady era, and here we are a few years later, and they're trying to get another, maybe potentially generational quarterback. Patriots
It's
will
not
lose this
fair.
game.
TD, I don't want to interrupt you, but honestly, looking at it from your standpoint, if we do end up getting Caleb Williams or Drake May and they turn out to be, it really wouldn't be fair. I'm gonna be honest with you, it really wouldn't be fair.
It's okay though, because my teams, we just got to do what we got to do over the next 2 seasons. But I ain't worried about the Patriots. It just depends on who you bring in as a coach. But I'm starting to think that Bill Belichick might actually have more of a future in New England than people think, because if he wasn't the one who chose Mac Jones and it was Kraft, then a lot of people may be looking at this all the wrong way. I think point might be proven. And I don't get the notion of when an owner says, I want this quarterback, and then all of a sudden he turns out trash. All of a sudden it's the coach that you want to look at.
Tepper did the same thing with Bryce Young. Tepper wanted Bryce Young. He brought before he even first he hired Frank Reich. Wait, did he? No. I think they drafted Bryce Young and then they hired Frank Reich. I'm not sure which one. I think they hired Frank Reich, and I think they were forced to draft Bryce Young, and now he's fired Frank Reich because he doesn't know how to fix the offense around him.
So I just look at it. I'm a little hesitant to say Bill Belichick's future is 100% over in New England now, given the most recent information, because he could very well go get the quarterback he wants and keep on doing his defensive thing and going from there. So time will tell, man. But the Patriots, they'll lose this game. They'll lose all the rest of them. It just is what it is.
And one more thing, I want people to remember the Patriots hype video I posted about the last Airbender on our channel. And I want you to watch the last 3 seconds of that. This was before week 1. It ended with tank for Caleb. I just want you to know I predicted this.
That's all I got, man.
Wow.
Richie over here playing with emojis.
Wow,
man.
Yeah.
We're celebrating over here, baby.
And so he's becoming the Green Lantern over there or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, watch this.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa,
Richie,
fireworks back there too. Oh, dude.
Richie
looked
get
up
up
on my level.
No,
I actually found it on myself. There's a way to click on it without even making hand gestures on the Mac. I've just found that. But yeah, there's nothing really else to say. The Patriots are using the tank. They are losing, and they are going all in. And there's no reason to believe they're going to win this game. Last week was the last chance that they had to kind of see if they're going to actually get a top 2 or top 3 pick or not, and they proved that they will be getting it. And now we'll see if they will have the Panthers win some games. That's for that, sure. So there's nothing. What am I supposed to say here? I mean, the Chargers about to beat up on the Pats.
Yes, I am the biggest Panther fan. It's funny because when I was in it, what's hilarious is when I started out in the trash talking circle, the TGC. A lot of people don't even know what that is, but it was everybody rep their own. It was like kind of like this, but it was more vicious, really nasty trash talk. There was a Panthers fan called NFL Panthers 07. I've known him for a long time, like about a decade. And he started out making videos. The hilarious part is he did just like we do. Panthers channel, his name is Connor Harrison. 4 years later, he leaves the TTC. People are like, what happened to NFL Panthers 07? Well, come to find out, NFL Panthers 07, Connor Harrison is now an official cameraman. He was working for Cam Newton as his cameraman. Now he has a career in the NFL from the Panthers, watching his hype videos, watching him talk about the team. The Panthers reached out to him, and he became an official, the guy who like runs through the tunnel with the camera where you can see all the NFL film shots. He now works for he works for the Carolina Panthers, and he's been working for the Panthers for about 6-7 years now. And he started on YouTube. And I've known this guy right when he was raw, like when he first started his channel. So I think that's a pretty good story. That if you make like anybody on here, if you ever want to make a channel talking about your football team, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of doors that can potentially open for you. Which is amazing actually. So shout out to my boy Connor, bro.
That's awesome, man. Love to hear those stories. YouTube is a new world, which is why we are launching Roundtable Sports. Let's go. Now let's get into the next few games. But before we do that, I do want to show you guys, if any of you guys are not aware by now, we have launched Roundtable Sports. And if you guys want to follow us over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that link is pinned at the top of the chat. We got 223 followers. We also have an AFC East Roundtable Twitter account or X account. What do I call it? I don't even know. But we got an AFC East Roundtable account. We're nearing 1,500 followers. We're active on here. As you see, we're live through it. So if you guys want to check us out on Twitter or X, we're also on Instagram as well. You know, we're trying to do our best here, baby. We're trying to do our best. So here's the gram. We don't have a post yet, but we got over 100 followers. We also have an AFC East account on this. So make sure you guys go check us out on all socials if you want to follow along. We post all really fun content here. And this is our way to get interactive with you guys and, you know, message you on DMs. Comment section on these posts are great.
Yes.
You know, it's a great interactive time, and we would love for all you guys to follow us along. And this is the best way to keep up with us when we're not live, which we're only live twice a week. So make sure you guys follow us over there on the socials.
Let's do it.
You have the YouTube as well?
The YouTube. What about the YouTube?
The tubes, dude.
The tubes, man. You did the Twitter and you did the gram. Where's the tube?
I feel like we always do the tubes. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do the grams and stuff. But hey, you want to do the tubes? Let's check out the tubes. Look at all these different tubes, folks. Guys, go check out the tubes. Starting off with Roundtable Sports, we have a very fun first show that's going to be launched on this channel in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Our first ever Roundtable Sports show, game show, dare I say. We're going to call it a game show. It's not a show. It's a game show. And we're so excited to launch it. We're not going to tell you the details of it just yet. The NFC North Roundtable was just live right before this show. Go show it some love. TD hosted it as usual and does a great job as the host. Really gets you a good idea of what's going on across the NFL. And then the AFC South has low-key become a good division. I mean, out of nowhere, right? They were one of those divisions that sucked and like the laughing stock, and now they're like good. And they've had, I mean, they get into great debates. I mean, the AFC South has been really entertaining. I mean, talk about the Texans losing to the Jaguars. This is the table here. You got, of course, TD, UCF Jaguar, Derek, Ruben, Titans, Rossi supporting their guys. And remember, guys, we are running these. So a great way to support the AFC's Roundtable, what we're expanding here beyond it with the Roundtable Sports Company is showing love and talking some smack as a Dolphins fan or Jets fan in the chat there.
And I'm starting to notice, because I watched the show a little bit yesterday because I was interested in it. And I've noticed something, that there's a rivalry brewing right now, not just between the Texans and Jaguars, but between UCF Jaguar and Ruben. And I would say that UCF Jaguar kind of reminds me of TD, and Ruben's kind of reminds me of myself. I'm telling you, man, that thing was hilarious yesterday. It was hilarious. And UCF Jaguar, man, he can talk that shit. I've known UCF Jaguar, even though I think he's unblocked me now. But people probably think this is some it is family friendly to an extent. But I'm telling you, man, if UCF Jaguar can talk that shit, man, and so can Ruben. So it's actually a very interesting, it's very very exciting trash talking show, man. You guys definitely check that out, man.
Yeah, Derek getting into it as well now. He pushing his weight around because they are number 2 above the Texans. So I mean, that show is pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I mean the trash
the
talk
Titans
with
just
this
being in the basement, you know.
And it is hilarious because we talk to these hosts, you know, on the side, like, how do you guys think of it? And they're like, you know, this is their first time experiencing rival fans, like, attack them. And I'm like, welcome to Roundtable Sports. I mean, like, that's what we've built. I mean, my whole 4 years of being on here, all it is being attacked.
I'm just getting abused,
just
man.
abused by the rival fan base. And it kind of made me realize something. That's what we are building. I mean, and it just made me bring things in perspective when someone like a Texans content creator is not used to it. And he's like, wow. And same with UCF Jaguar. He's like, 99% of my comment section is Houston fans, you know, roasting me and like talking crap. And I'm like, that's exactly what we built, and that's what we want to bring to all divisions.
It's better
across the
that
league.
way too, because instead of living in an echo chamber where all you hear is your own fan base, now you get to see how other fan bases from other teams think of your team, your fan base, and how they operate, and you get to learn a little bit more of the inner workings of how that fan base works and how that franchise operates. So you're gaining a better knowledge of the game and other teams, and it gives you better knowledge of what you want your team to might do in the future. So that's why I think this what we've done is really incredible, because now when we get all the divisions together, now if we play like the Cowboys or whatever, and I can go on TD can go on that round table, and everybody can link up at one point. So it's actually building a community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's building a network.
And y'all allow me to host these shows, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, at least the first two. It gives you a whole nother knowledge of the game and what teams are going through, their salary cap, their injured players, their backups, their strengths, their weaknesses, because a lot of times, when you're covering your team and you got an opponent coming up, you don't know that much about that opponent. You're just talking about how great you're going to be and what you need to do. But now you see where the strengths, where the weaknesses are, where how they can attack you and all of that, man. That's why I will watch all of these, because we ask the detailed questions about these teams, and they answer them in great detail, man. I'm telling you, I already know this is going to be huge. I mean, we're going to look forward in a few years, and Roundtable Sports is going to be crazy, man.
And hey, listen, say for example, we had an NFC East roundtable, then TD would have known that Dexter Lawrence was on the Giants. Look at that, guys.
No, he's a Jet. He is a Jet.
And then when the playoffs start, then we can have, whoever's ever representing that team can have a roundtable show representing all the teams that are just in the playoffs and the divisional round.
Yes, sir.
So
we're doing it.
I X myself out on accident. We're good. Yeah, that's exciting. Especially when we get all the like Tyson was saying, all the teams on all the divisions. Like we want to eventually, when it comes to playoffs, only
it's a playoff
teams.
It's gonna be sick.
Get to advance in the Roundtable Sports channels and stuff, and we're not gonna be able to do that this year, but that's the goal for next year when we have all the teams representative.
Mm-hmm.
But stay tuned for the game show next week, because you guys are going to fall in love with it. It's going to be like a rotation. It's not just going to be all four of us. And by the way,
it's going to be on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel, which you guys got to sub to. We got to get that to 1,000, Dan. You take it away. But I'm going to put a link in the chat, folks. If you guys want to help us out to get the Roundtable Sports up to 1,000 subs before the game show, that will be awesome. It's at 354, and this is the official company YouTube channel where we're going to be
mother channel.
The head of the whole operation is going to be here.
And so it's the NFL centric shows, which is going to be like these playoff roundtables, this game show that we're talking about, which, by the way, the host of this game show is not any of us.
Don't spoil it.
And so I'm not spoiling it. And so I'm just giving little breadcrumbs, you know what I mean? And you might see all Roundtable personalities on this show at any given week. It's not going to be the same. So it's going to be fresh. It's going to be good. It's going to be NFL. You're going to love it. Subscribe to it.
We're basically rotating all the talent, right? Take some people from the NFC North, from the AFC South, even some people beyond the AFC East that you guys see them on Monday. Doug, Corey, Colby, and all those boys as well. So it's going to be exciting, and we're going to be launching that next week. So stay tuned.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
And guys, click that link at the top of the chat. We got, let's see if I'm going to refresh it. Let's see how many people subscribed. Okay. It went up to 364. 10 people subscribed when I linked it. Let's get that to up to at least 500 subscribers by the end of the show. That link is going to be pinned at the top of the chat. Click that link. Subscribe to Roundtable Sports' YouTube channel. Let's go. I mean, this is
appreciate you guys.
Fun begins, man. Let's see. I'll refresh one last time. Okay,
everybody should at least be subscribed to Roundtable Sports, the mother channel.
This is the mother channel, man. 360.
Mother channel.
Come on, let's get to 370.
I also had a really cool idea that I could probably use my talents for. when the playoffs start, obviously the Patriots ain't going to be in it or whatever. But, for like teams like the Jaguars and like whoever makes the playoffs or whatever, I could obviously make a hype video for each team heading into the
Hell
playoffs and
yeah.
upload it to the Central channel. That would most definitely give us a bigger following.
That
So
would be
I can
sick.
actually use, because it sucks not having be able to use my talents for my own team. There's nothing for me to hype up. I don't even think I have enough highlights to even put in a highlight video for the Patriots, which is actually kind of
It's a
sad
low
and
light
pathetic.
day, baby.
But I could still implement that if you watch the Dolphins hype video that I had last year heading into the playoffs, and the Bills one that went like 80, I think it was up at like 70,000 views.
Yeah, it was nuts.
So that could also that's also, if you guys are looking forward to like hype videos for certain teams or whatever, I can also post that to the main Roundtable Sports channel.
That'd be sick.
All of it.
I mean, your Buffalo Bills playoff hype video. Well, that was with Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah, it was Oppenheimer. Yeah,
That was phenomenal. And I was looking forward to a Jets one this year. But,
and even the
but
Dolphins. I did the Dolphins, The Last of Us, which a lot of Dolphins fans really appreciated that one. That was actually like I put a lot of work in that video. People thought it was going to be trash, but listen, man, I don't waste my time. Like if I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. So
Because you still got to do a Dolphin video winning the division. You promised.
well, yeah. So when the Dolphins, when you guys clinch the playoff spot, there'll be a Dolphins hype video. And hopefully if the Bills can somehow sneak their little happy asses up in the playoffs too, they'll get one too. It won't be as good as last year's because for obvious reasons. But I mean, I'll see what I can conjure up.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna
Make it
lie,
work.
Richie. I just noticed that. Can you scroll down? That's pretty dope, bro. Just
You guys
looking at how
you
all
sleep
the
on
divisions will be lined
how
up.
I do this, TD?
Yeah,
It's
I
beautifully
like
organized.
yeah.
It's
Thank you.
beautifully organized.
I put a lot of work into it.
Each round table got a slot on the main page. That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have Jets Roundtable on there, under
Nice.
here. I think I already put it. Well, that's upcoming. Got the shorts. Monday, we got the receipts videos. Oh my God, we took away the receipts this year. Not this year, but this was last month. Oh, it's good. There's the hype videos. 72,000 views
For the Bills one,
for the Bills one, dude.
that
wow.
was sick.
The Dolphins got 6.8 thousand.
Well, they didn't have Tua, so I mean,
Oh, yeah,
there
it's
wasn't
true.
really much to get hyped about.
Josh Allen.
It's all right. It's coming, baby.
Oh man. Well, this is exciting stuff, and I'm proud to be part of it with you guys. But yeah, man, let's see if we hit 400. All right, we have 400. Let's see if this will be 500 by the end of the show. We'll check back at the end of the show to see if we get to at least 500. So go subscribe, baby.
And if you guys have any ideas, obviously, like for instance, if you guys have any ideas that you want to throw at me for editing videos, when the Dolphins eventually fall, if you guys any TD clips that you want to send me that I didn't catch, you can always just DM me on Twitter or Instagram, or Dan acting a fool because I can't monitor them both at the same time. I usually monitor TD, and people send me Dan's clips. So if you guys really want me to make it a little bit more even, send me some of Dan's live stream clips or Richie's live stream clips. You know what I mean?
Stay on my channel, bro.
Yeah. And shout out to all. I've noticed
I'll be watching Dan.
There's a bunch of people.
I know you
commenting.
do.
I've noticed people on our comment section are coming up with great ideas. So keep that up. We're definitely reading all the comments and feeding. I love to hear your guys' opinions of what we should be doing, because not only is this the stuff that we're building, but it's a collective, including everybody in the chat. All you guys supporting this would not, without your support, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing, right? So we want your guys to be involved. And also, we are hiring. We are literally hiring. There's a lot of stuff that goes into Roundtable Sports beyond just the creators. Like, don't think like, oh, the only way I can, be a part of Roundtable Sports is just by being a creator and a YouTuber. There's a lot of back end stuff that the Roundtable Sports is actually looking for. We have a LinkedIn page, and we're developing a lot of jobs that we're trying to create and hire some people that really want to help, bring this thing to where we want it to go. So if you have any inquiries, send us an email. Email's down below in the description. So let's get into the next game. We'll go into the Jets game because, we'll save the Dolphins for last. The Jets are taking on the Atlanta Falcons at
Oh,
home.
that's gonna be the shit bowl right there, bro.
It's not going to be worse than Jets Giants. It could be.
I guess you're right. Could
Could
be
be
though.
worse. It could be.
Yeah. Okay.
But listen, man, Tim Boyle's the quarterback. I don't know what to expect from him. I think that, this is going to be a game that needs to be controlled in the trenches for the Jets. And, if the Jets want to keep this fantasy alive of Aaron Rodgers returning, this is a game that they got to win, right? Whether Rodgers returns and, just for a sliver of playoff chances, we still miss the playoffs, which is very unlikely. You got to win it. I mean, we lost 4 in a row. I mean, you're going up against an inferior team that's 5-6. The Jets are 4-7. You're at home. Go win the game, right? I mean, I'm so sick of watching this team get embarrassed and just look like imbeciles. And I'm just looking at you, offense. We win this game with a capable offense because this defense is going to do, what they need to do against this Falcons offense with Desmond Ridder at quarterback. So we shall see. Not really too much to break down. I'm excited because every single game I appreciate because I know that football games are sacred because there's only 17 in them in a season for Jets fans since we never make the playoffs. So I'm excited for the game, but hopefully they get the W. We can get the 5-7 and maybe spark some hope within the fan base because this fan base needs it, man, more than anything. What's your thoughts of this game, Dan?
So I'll tell you what, I want to expand a bit further on how I think that this is going to be the shit bowl. Okay. I think that this is a certain opportunity for the Jets to take advantage because Ridder, who knows who the hell is starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons? Could be Heineke. Who knows what that decision is going to be? That head coach is an absolute clown. I really think that Atlanta can't get that man out of there soon enough. Mm-hmm. I think the only thing that should concern the Jets defense would be Bijan Robinson, but it's hysterical. I watch the Falcons all the time and they use their star players as distractions. Every single play that they throw out there. It's so frustrating watching this Atlanta Falcons team have a Kyle Pitts, have a Bijan Robinson, have a Drake London, and just don't use them. And they just rarely implement them into the offensive attack plan if possible. And the only way that I think that they can truly compete with this Jets defense is if they completely switch their ideology and use their star players at this point. Surprisingly enough, I have the Jets winning this. No, I'm not saying that I think Tim Boyle is about to go out there and absolutely be a hoss, all right? I'm sure Bates will probably pick him off at least 2 or 3 times, maybe even by the first half. But I do think that this defense can shut down the Atlanta Falcons. And then maybe for the first time in quite some time, maybe we'll be able to see a rebirth of Breece Hall and be able to go ahead and take advantage of that somewhat weak run defense they have over there in Atlanta. But I do have the Jets winning this game, surprisingly enough.
Yay. Tyson, do you have any thoughts about this game? Jets Falcons at home?
I think the Falcons are going to win because, like I stated, the Tim Boyle should not be on the NFL roster. Like I said, with that
Tim Broyle.
Whatever, bro. It's
no, I don't know if that's on purpose to be an insult. Feels funny.
It's disgusting, bro. Honestly, man, like I said, it's a crime against football happened last Friday. I don't understand how you could possibly look those players in their faces and tell them Tim Boyle is going to be our quarterback on Sunday after what he did last Friday. It actually is. It actually, the NFL needs to actually step in and suspend him because it's bad on the It's not just bad on the Jets. It's actually bad on the product itself. Because if you had somebody that's never watched a game before from another planet, and they said this is the most popular sport in America, and you showed them what the Jets did offensively, they would be like, why is this the most popular sport in America? What the fuck is this? And honestly, Richie, I don't understand what's the purpose. If anything, you have to put Simeon in the game because I don't care how bad the Falcons are. They're a division leader. They beat the Saints last week. I watched some of their games. Bijan Robinson was actually cooking. I think he caught 2 touchdowns or something like that. Yes, last week. The Falcons are not a good team, but I don't give a damn if your defense can pitch a shutout. You're losing on the safety. At the end of the day, your offense can't do anything, man. So I got the Falcons in this game unless you guys can start Simeon or put Zach Wilson back in. Zach Wilson needs to be back as a quarterback because actually, I just don't understand what the reasoning behind it is not to start him at this point.
I agree. TD, your thoughts about this game?
Jets win the game. This is the type of game that they win, in my opinion. Slugfest. Now I understand the Tim Boyle situation, but I don't even think Tim Boyle's going to finish this game. I think that they're going to rotate quarterbacks, trying to find a hot hand at some point because it is a winnable game. And the defense is going to do what it was doing when it was winning games, continue to make it tough on the other team, turn the ball over. Defense is probably going to score as well. The Atlanta Falcons, when you compare them to the Jets, they ain't bad, but the Atlanta Falcons in general are bad. Okay. But the Jets will get this done. Defense will win the day in this one. Atlanta Falcons are in a high potent offense, in my opinion. So, and they, like Dan said, they do everything backwards,
They do.
So even though it's just crazy how bad the Jets have been and how their offense has been, they could win this game, and I'm going to pick them to win it.
All right. Well, I'm picking them to win too because I don't want them to lose 5 in a row, man. I just need them to win something.
And I feel bad for y'all too, Richie, after the demolishment that we gave y'all. So I'm going to pick y'all, man. I feel bad for you.
You don't feel bad at all. So I don't want any of that fake ass feeling bad for me and my misery. Because unfortunately, I'm comfortable here. But I didn't think I'll be here at this moment, folks. Oh, Richie's soft. It's a joke, okay? I'm not actually emotional. Maybe I am.
Yeah.
Deep down, I'm pretty much.
You were laughing. You were actually laughing during the game, Richie. I didn't really see you get angry much. You were actually like when the Hail Mary happened. You were more in like stunned shock and silence more than anything.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I've grown to this season shift my approach with the Jets from a spiritual way, just like in terms of like how to handle the misery, just for my own health.
It's like that meme of that guy going to church and he goes up to the pulpit and looks at goes up there and asks Jesus. He says, "Why you always got to be so mean to me?" And he just walks away.
That's what I'm saying, man. The Jets control my emotions too much, and what the Jets do on the field, and this is to every single fan or whatever team that they root for. The sad thing is we all have zero control of what our teams do to us. Zero control of what happens. And it's crazy that some of our emotions, when you're really passionate, it literally affects your life. It affects your how you feel. You have anxiety, you have excitement, you have all these things. And if you're a passionate sports fan, you can relate to these emotions. And it was getting to a point where my stress and anxiety was too much. So if you were watching my Jets and Dolphins play-by-play reaction, you might have noticed a little bit more of a relaxed Richie, and that tells you I've accepted our fate. So let's get into the Dolphins game against the Commanders. All right, TD, this is your floor. The Dolphins have won against every opponent that they're supposed to beat so far this season, and they got a game on the road that they got to prove to be able to do it yet again. And I'm sure you have no reason to believe that they're not going to win this game. So why don't you tell us why you're confident in it?
Yeah, we'll win this game, but it is one of those trap games that could take place. I mean, I feel like Washington's better than the Patriots that we played twice. I feel like they are better than the version of the Denver Broncos that we played. They're better than the Giants. They're better than the Panthers, and they are better than the Raiders. I know that could be disputed, but I feel like they're better than all 6 of those teams, as well as the Jets as well. I left them out. So when you put that together, this is going to be the best test that we had that's a bum team. So you hate to, let them stay in the game, but I don't want to underestimate their offense. Our defense have been playing better, but it's going to be real interesting to see how our defense plays with losing Jalen Phillips. I'm not worried about Washington overall in this game. I don't think that it'll be a blowout. I hope it is. But I just don't like the fact that Washington is the type of team that every so often it's like they beat them and how, and they could put up points too. But then other games, they look absolutely bad. So I guess the real concern has nothing to do with Washington. It's the fact that we were 8-3 last year in this same situation. Then we did collapse. And I can tell you now, we lose to Washington. I'm losing it. I'm losing it because I'm going to start feeling like I know what's coming. So this is the opportunity to get over the hump. Not that Washington's a hump, but we always set these bars. Win this game, get over that hump, and say, okay, we're going into December the right way. We're going into it the right way. So I got the Dolphins winning this game 35-17.
Tyson, what you got in this game?
Unfortunately, I got the Miami Dolphins. God, it pains me to say this because the NFL, the NFL should be ashamed of themselves, but based on the fact that we know that the Dolphins are known for December collapses, and the fact that they couldn't schedule a better opponent for literally the beginning of December is shameful. And it's actually like you're putting the pressure off of Miami now, because Washington is horrendous, and we almost beat Washington too. The Patriots did. But Sam Howell, he's a good looking quarterback right now. I'm looking at the draft. Washington is actually at I think the 5th pick. Juan Rivera, there's a report that came out that Ron Rivera has pretty much been already fired. I mean, that must suck. You know, you pretty much already know you're a dead man walking. So that could potentially mean that report came out that he's going to be fired. Maybe that gives the players that really play for Ron Rivera, give them a little, pep in their step to maybe step it up and maybe just want to play for Ron Rivera, because he's actually been a very good coach in the NFL. He did take Carolina and Cam Newton to a Super Bowl. They just don't have enough horses, bro. The Commanders, they just don't have enough. So I definitely got Miami, and probably most likely it's going to be a blowout, be honest with you, because there's really not much positive other than the Washington Commanders offense can move the ball, right? But their defense is really bad. So I don't think they can match up well against, especially the speedy receivers of Waddle and Hill. And Tua honestly is going to pick them apart, be honest with you. So I got Miami.
Yep.
Dan, how about you?
Same thing. Yes, that offense can score points. I did mention this earlier in the episode that they did put up 31 against the Philadelphia Eagles both times that they did play them this year. So that offense can certainly move, but I do trust Miami's secondary against Scary Terry and company. Same thing with Sam Howell. He's like peaks and valleys so far, but I mean, that's something that you can certainly expect from a first-year starter. From the most part, say, for example, that this team still had Montez Sweat and Chase Young, then maybe I would have said, hey, you know what? There might be some really good mismatches in the trenches, but that is no longer the case. So now they have a lackluster pass rush and they have a lackluster secondary. Surprisingly enough, I do see the over hitting. And so, whatever the over is, just because both offenses can score, but I have the Dolphins winning I see a 40 burger on this, man. I see 42-28.
Glad y'all coming to your senses. There we go.
Where is that game? In Miami?
It's in Washington.
It's in Washington. And so it wouldn't matter if it was at the Vatican, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's happening.
No, because I'm just saying maybe because there's maybe a potential for because Washington, they don't even play in Washington, D.C. I don't know. Maybe the weather could play a factor. I don't know what the weather's like. Maybe if it's raining.
Let's see D.C. weather.
They don't play in D.C. They play in Landover, Maryland.
Yeah.
In that shitty stadium, literally the worst stadium in the league. Where I don't know if you remember this, was it last year or 2 years ago, where I guess they were going to sue the fans, or was it the Eagles in Washington, and then
it'll be
Jalen Hurts was going to hand over a ball and the fans fell over the rail, and apparently there was literal shit water that was leaking from the pipes that was raining down on the fans of literal shit water from the actual sewer onto the fans. So when Snyder was the owner, fans were suing him because the stadium was so badly built that they were literally getting shit on while watching a pile of shit on the field. That must suck as a fan. I'm watching shit, and then I look up, and then wow, I'm actually getting shit on here. So that was a funny incident.
It'll be 59 degrees, and On and off rain. Off and on rain.
I still don't think it matters. Unless it was like a blizzard or a snowstorm or like to the point of like, I don't know, some hurricane happening. You guys should dog walk these clowns.
Yeah, it's gonna be some rain, but
We
that's
shall
it.
see. Yeah, I got Miami Dolphins winning this game as well. I think that the one thing we know about the Dolphins is they take care of business against the teams they're supposed to beat, and they have 8 of those. So definitely have them winning this game on the road to go to 9-3. But hey, fluky things happen, trap games happen, upsets happen. Even the better teams in the NFL lose games. So if the Dolphins do fall in this game, I don't know. I don't think it'll be end all be all, but something we got to talk about, I guess. But I don't really see it happening either. They're heavy favorites. Why can't I just speak without?
It's not.
Speak without what?
TD, he's like, not.
You said if the Miami Dolphins lose, it's not happening.
I mean, I'm just trying to think if it.
It's not
every game, anything can happen.
That is true.
The Eagles lost to the Jets.
You know what? There you have it. You got a point. All right.
They're the 10 and Zach Wilsons. You feel me? So any man could be beat any given Sunday. That's just my point here. It will be cold. It will be in Washington. Tua Tagovailoa drops back the pass. Here's the throw.
Who y'all play after Washington?
Wait, TD, can you do that Tua pick 6 face? Tua, can you give TD? Can you give us the Tua pick 6 face?
No, Richie.
That was probably your.
Richie, that face is retired because he ain't throwing no more.
That was.
But yeah, we got Tennessee after that, man.
And who is after Tennessee? Please tell me there's a team on there worth a damn.
The Jets, baby.
Oh, come on, bro. I'm done, bro. What, bro? This is all December games too, bro. That's another narrative that I can't talk about no more too, because the NFL scheduled this in a way where you're literally the only 3 games that's going to be the last 3 right on the season is Baltimore, Dallas, and Buffalo, right? That's your last 3 remaining games. Mm-hmm. So come on, NFL, bro. You do better than this, bro. At least mix the schedule out and put like a good team in there somewhere. This is ridiculous.
Our late season schedule is so favorable from a home versus away standpoint. Washington is the last game we got to deal with weather. It's over. It's done. Tennessee's at home, Jets at home, Buffalo at home, Cowboys at home. Baltimore, I don't know what Baltimore is. They might be on the road. I don't remember. I got to look Baltimore up.
Guys, this is a preview. I'm just showing you guys into the future. We are about to show you a preview of a live play-by-play reaction of TD Finstock during the playoff.
Oh, why we got to do this, Richie? Y'all some haters, man. But guess what, Richie? We won that game, Richie.
The best part about this, yes, I'm not making a victory lap. Okay, the Miami Dolphins beat the Jets, but this is hilarious. I mean, you hold this face for so long, too. Ready?
Richie.
I'm not paused, by the way. It's running. It's running.
It's like he's taking a tour.
I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you to YouTube.
By the way, add context. This is when Tua threw a pick 6 to Eccles before the Hail Mary. Look at did your bottom lip get swollen? I mean, you're like biting on that thing harder. I've ever seen.
And so some say it's gone.
Y'all hate it,
dude. Tell me in this moment you thought what was going through your mind in this moment? Because I want to hear.
I don't remember, Richie. I just watched the game, Richie. Whatever happens, man. All right, man. Next, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. That was one of my favorite.
And stop clipping me, Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, I did get this from Tyson's Twitter. That's where I went.
When I'm watching the games, I'm like, oh, Tua just threw a pick, so I got to go to your live stream and just be like, rewind to when Tua threw the pick just to see a reaction. I clip it. That's usually how I do it. I don't be watching I only watch your streams when you losing. so I could see some of your reactions. But whenever Tua throws a pick or something crazy
Oh,
happens, that's
dude.
when I clip you.
I swear, dude, when the Bills are losing, Dan Mitchell streams through the roof. When the Jets are losing, my live streams are just like exponentially higher. People love
People want to see angry reactions.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
how, you know what I mean?
Bro, my rant after the Jets Dolphins game has almost 20,000 views. I don't get that many views. Who am I? I'm not that cool. And
so
I
I'll
look
be
at the
honest with
comments,
you.
70, 80% of people are not even Jets fans. They're all people soaking in the misery of myself.
And so I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I don't think that I would have hit 20K this year unless the Bills were like shit. I think that's the only reason why I think I crossed that milestone was because of people just loving seeing me sad.
Oh, dude. Right there with you, man. All my whole channel has been sadness. So, Dan, welcome. And I guess that's what the success of the channel brings. Hey, that's the positive to it.
Sadness, baby.
Let's get through the super chats, and Dan's got to plug his phone in and put something in. Oh,
I'm working on it now.
Oh, come on. When your boy acts, I hate that StreamYard does this, dude. StreamYard got up their game because when I accidentally backed out of the show, it glitches out and it removes all the super chats for me to put on the screen.
I got him.
We need it, but Dan, you're not an admin, right? You're not in that.
No, I logged into my.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, because I can't put them on the screen, but I can read them.
All right, we're gonna have to figure this out off stream. Sorry, guys, we're just in a little business meeting. Just look away for 2 seconds. But we're gonna have to invite one of you guys as an admin for these shows because if that happens again,
I thought I already was one, but I guess not.
You're not.
Yeah, thanks, Richie.
Well, read them, TD.
All right, sorry to Dan and TD, but I know. I think we already did all.
You have to read the name and say the amount and read the comment.
Stop yelling at me.
You're the one who's yelling at me.
All right, let me see. JT said, TD, you a one delusional clown. We already read that. Hater.
Can't you just come back in?
Here, listen. So this is what we'll do. I'm going to go on ahead, and this is going to look really trippy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share what I see. That way everyone can see them. So let it end. It's going to be weird.
Oh, yeah. There we go. We're in another dimension, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into light speed.
Roundtable Sports. All of our variants.
All right. So, no. Scroll down, Dan. Scroll down. We read those. Down more.
You know, you can enlarge it,
right?
There,
right there.
Zoom in. You can zoom in. You can enlarge it, right? Yeah, and then like that.
Look at Dan Mitchell. Now he's got to figure out how to scroll down on the right side. Will he be able to figure it out?
Oh, Lord.
You got to make it a little bit smaller so you can scroll it.
There you go.
Come on. We're losing viewers by the second here. All right. Scroll up a little bit more. Right there. Gio the dude. Master at work made me a believer. Bring on Caleb. Go Pats.
I love that. Yep.
Scroll up again. We missed the top. Oh, we need to read that one. Yeah. Anthony English. Yeah. $10. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's a young David Beckham. Oh, that's who his profile picture. Official making Manchester United my favorite sports team, even though they lost today. My start of football. You spell football wrong, podcast.
They didn't lose. They tied 3-3 against Galatasaray. And people know I know soccer because I've been making money on soccer.
Let's go.
When's the next one, man? You're supposed to tell.
Well, no, not today. I didn't like any of the games. I wasn't putting money on any of them games. Them games I didn't like them. But next week, I got you.
All right, you can scroll down. We read Antoine's.
Canuck came in with $2.79.
Thank you, Canuck from Canada. Transport TCW says, scroll down, Dan. Miami Dolphins, AFC's champ, Super Bowl bound. There we go. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Timothy Webb, TD, I got 100. We make the Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Let's put it up, Timothy. That's what I'm talking about.
Put your money where your mouth is. Oh, Canuck comes again with the bigger one. $28 Canadian. Love the Finns. Bills make playoffs.
Oh.
Ever think between Joe and then and getting ready for playoffs? Yeah.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, dude.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Scroll on down to Junior. Junior, please live stream the draft. It's going to be hilarious watching Masterwork reaction, seeing Pat's draft.
Oh, I'm going to be at the draft. I'm going to be at the draft.
He'll be there.
Me and Global we already made a deal, bro. Me and Global are going to go together.
In
Love it.
Detroit, baby.
Tony,
Mhm.
the day is darkest before dawn. Hashtag jet life. You know it, Tony. Keeping that open and alive. Let's go, baby. Kevin says, Richie, you want to buy some snake oil?
Mm.
G-Firm, as landlords of the AFC East, fins up. I have a proposition for the Bills. Beat KC and we'll lower the rent 20%. Make that happen for me. That's a good one.
That's my homie G from.
Wait, no.
Kevin with another
So
$2.
Finns fans probably want us to beat the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, for sure. Mushroom paste, snake oil, tomato. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Plant medicine, baby.
Mm.
Dolphins Uncensored. TD, please pick me to be on Dolphins Roundtable. It would be my dream. I'm a diehard and very, very knowledgeable. Fins up.
You got to reach out to somebody else. I think we'll announce it soon. But you got to speak to them.
He could take
I'll
Doug's
announce
spot.
it. Yeah. Reach out to Doug. He's making the decisions. How about that?
Joe Lopez. That's right, TD. We're here now. They're just hating. $5 from Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
Bills
really.
Mafia. TD forgot what happened to the Finns in December.
That's right. Mhm.
That's the past.
Michael, Connor Williams, PFF first-ranked center, all-pro. All right, we'll
Yep.
see if he makes it. Patrick Mahomey. Chris Jones has more talent in his picky finger than Christian Wilkins' entire lineage. Chris Jones has been the best interior defensive lineman for the past 3 years. Stop it.
Oh, damn.
Glenn, did you see the Wilkins pancake Brees Hall on that pick six, chase down tackle, and 6.5 sacks? Best run stopper. He top 2, but that means more money. Glenn, appreciate you. And yes, he did pancake Brees. Smart from him. Is the only athletic guy left to make the tackle on that play. JD, member for 3 months. Congratulations on the new roundtable. I can't wait for the Dolphins roundtable. Fins up. Oh, yeah. Can't wait. And then we can actually, Dan, you can remove it because I caught up. The Unbrickables with the $10 super chat. Love the things you guys are doing with the Roundtable Sports, gentlemen. Question for you guys. Have you watched Hard Knocks? And if so, what are your opinions so far? Love y'all. Fins up. Thank you, man. Appreciate the love and the support. Roundtable Sports is very excited for the expansion. TD, you watch Hard Knocks?
Yeah, I saw the first 2 episodes. Well, there's only 2 episodes. I'll just say this. I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat, at least if you watched it, did the last night's episode, did you tear up a little? I ain't tear up, but I got a little sad. I got a little emotional, man.
Oh, shit. What happened?
Jalen Phillips is just such a great guy, man. You got to look at the production and kind of make you feel a little sad, man, about how it went down. I got a little sad. I was like, I'm good. But yeah, man. See, at least see. Yes, bro. Sad. Oh, yes. Yeah, man. It made me get a little emotional. It was just sad, man.
They're really good storytellers, man. I mean, I didn't watch the 2 episodes, TD, but just speaking from the Jets having been on Hard Knocks, man, there are some talented people working over there because they just
the narrator, the guy with the voice. I can't think of his name now. He used to do NFL. He does all the HBO sports stuff. He's really good at.
Yeah, he's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers would call him the voice of God. He loved him.
And Barrington Arthur, that's what kind of made it emotional. When you saw Jalen Phillips on the field, you could tell he was in shock. He was just like explaining his own injury. Man, I just felt the pop. He was like normally explaining his injury. He said, "Where's Mike? Where's Mike?" And then all of a sudden he's like, "No, man, I looked around and nobody was around me, man. It's my Achilles. It just popped. It just snapped." Then he started boo-boo crying on the field, and it just like, dang. Like, it was like surreal. Like, he was actually in shock at first. I thought somebody stepped on me. I looked around, and nobody was around. It's my Achilles. It popped. And they're like, shut up, man. No, it's not. No, it's not. Be quiet. Be quiet. He's like, it is, man. It's my Achilles. I snapped it. And then he was just like, oh, it hurts. It hurts. And then he kind of like a little semi-panic. Then Mike got out there, and then he just start crying, man. You can hear, and they did the production. You can hear him crying. Boo-boo crying. They put the rag over his face and stuff. But it was just a sad moment because he'd been working so hard to get to this point. And he was having a monster game. He was actually having a really good game versus the Jets. It actually was emotional. If you want to see anything, see that part, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's surreal, man.
Aaron Rodgers didn't cry when he tore his Achilles. I'm just kidding.
Somebody said I cried, not gonna lie. Yeah, man, I got a teary-eyed, man.
I watched both episodes. I have to watch it because I have to see the inner workings of the franchise that I hate the most. That was like I said, HBO did a really good production on that. You hate to see anybody go down like that. It just makes you show like the human element of the game. Like these players, they feed their families. You hate to see anybody, especially if you work that hard to get to that level, especially with the way it's trending with the Dolphins, the upward, what I'm saying? He wants to be part of a team that's winning. So that hurts as well. But the one thing that stood out to me was Solo D. Now, Solo D, listen here, bro. I've known you for a while, bro. I followed your content. I've even followed your content back when you were making songs against the Patriots and to cheating and all that bull crap. You've been around this industry a while, bro. You've been making Dolphins music for a long time, and he got featured on HBO, not as a music, but just as a feature. Bro, you've never made a song after a playoff game, dog. The fact that every time you make a hit song, bro, y'all lose. Like the cooking Buffalo, and y'all end up always getting cooked by Buffalo. Bro, stop it, Solo D. He's very talented. He's very talented. He just reps the wrong team. I'm just wondering if there's a way maybe we can start a GoFundMe or something. Maybe Patriots fans can come together and pay him off to come rip us because I like his music, just not for the Dolphins.
Hater, man, just a hater. And I know Dan didn't watch it. He's too busy watching Josh Allen tattoo.
So first episode I did watch. And so Mike McDaniel's a cool guy. Like, I want to hate him, but he's just fucking cool, dude. He's hysterical. I've also realized, like, say for example, that I had to compare like Tua, like in his work environment. It's like a school project, like filled with the cool kids, and like you have like the geek in there. Like, it just doesn't seem like he meshes with the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's good. Like, he's contributing to the group project, but like, really, all of the homies are like just like sort of sitting back, just sort of dogging on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he just seems like the coach's kid. That's
the weirdo. The weirdo.
Weird. Yeah.
I mean, Mike McDaniels is weird too. Right, he's really weird.
He's
you
cool
see
weird.
him,
You know what I'm saying? He's cool.
Yeah,
weird.
but yeah. So he's a cool weird. He's like the cool teacher in class that lets you smoke pot and shit and don't say shit about it. Tua's he's awkwardly weird. Tua tries to be cool, which is why he took out his cornrows, right? Yeah, so remember when the first episode he has cornrows in, and now he's taking them out because I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's trying to fit in, but he really doesn't fit in.
Yeah,
and honestly, it's actually kind of sad. I actually kind of feel bad for Tua. I just think I think Flores broken, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Flores had a lot to do with it, breaking him like that. But he's a solid quarterback, but it just feels like he's just weird, bro. Like even the Dolphins beat writer or whatever was a year ago. Even his teammates look at him as a weirdo. You guys know who it is. What is his name? Omar something. Even the beat writer literally a few years ago like told you guys that his teammates look at him as a weirdo, bro. He's a weirdo. I don't know what it is about Tua, and I honestly believe it's not his fault. I just think Brian Flores did something to that locker room, and the only way you're going to change this narrative is if Tua's there for like 10 years, and a lot of those players that Flores had this gets out of that locker room and changes the narrative. That's just my take on it.
Super Bowl.
TD can't even disagree because he knows I know his team in and out, and he knows it's true. But that's no knock on him too. That's no knock. That doesn't make him not a good quarterback. His personality is just weird.
But yeah, he lame.
He's just a weird individual.
TD's face, and so I can read TD's face right now. Like he's just like yeah. And so he's a solid quarterback, but
if it makes you feel any better, Dolphins fans, everybody hates Mac Jones. I'm pretty sure the locker room despises Mac Jones worse than anything. So I don't take it as a slight. Some quarterbacks are just weird.
I think too is just a well polished, I guess to say man now, as a kid, he's just one of those kids that were pretty much brought up in an environment where, he was just, I wouldn't even say raised right, but sometimes that clashes with culture. And, sometimes it feels like, he tries to fit in from a cultural standpoint and things of that nature, or fitting in to the locker room, making sure he's on the same page. And I think over the years, I think as he grows in the NFL and gets his own footing and starts to be established as that dude, as he's starting to do now, as if he keeps playing well, I think he just needs to settle into just continuing to be himself. And everybody would gravitate around that versus right now him trying to, I think, fit in with everybody else. That's kind of how I feel about it. So that's going to be a part of leadership that most people don't talk about, So let time settle in, and I think he'll be just fine. He's cool. It's just an awkward cool. It's like that cousin that went to all private schools, and you went to public school and at the end of the day, now he's thrown in the public school, so that's exactly and that's just my take. I ain't no knock on him or nothing like that. But that's a good thing, that's when you're been brought up right and you were protected growing up, and your parents did a great job. A lot of people shun people like that, but like Tyson, he wasn't shunning them, but he's right. That's kind of how he is. But that nothing's wrong with that either.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? He was brought up the right way. That's actually a compliment if you really think about it.
Exactly.
It is.
His dad did a good job of whooping his behind every time he threw that ball through an interception. I mean, brought out that belt.
I'll say this briefly without getting into detail. That's the type of culture that I'd rather for even minority communities to more so adopt versus the culture of that's pretty reckless. So good job to his parents. I'll just say it like that.
So I already made my sleeper ticket. We got
holy shit
under on Tyreek Hill, under
You're
on
a
Mostert,
hater of
under
all
on
haters.
Waddle, under. Oh, it's a joke.
Sam Howell look like Caleb Williams down there.
All right. Well, as you guys know, we have another proud sponsor of the AFC's Roundtable, and that is
Sleeper Picks,
baby. And that is linked in the chat right now, guys. Click the link, download the app, use promo code all capitals AFC East, and you guys will get 100% of your deposit matched up to $100. So you guys put $10 in, you will get $20 to play with, or you put $50 in, you get $50 to play with. And guys, a huge way to support the channel here, and not only the channel, but Roundtable Sports as a company, it helps us the expansion more than you ever know, is simply downloading the app and depositing $10. So let's get into the picks. Want to start off with Tyreek Hill. He's getting the end zone, right?
In this Washington game,
Well,
I'd rather take his receptions. It's a guaranteed every week. It'll never fail.
Okay. Over 6.5
someone
for
in the
Tyreek
chat
Hill.
was saying Waddle anytime touchdown now. So someone in the chat Waddle anytime.
That's a gamble. But I would take in this game, I would take the Waddle yards in this game.
All right. We'll take the Waddle yards. Let's do another. Let's do something on the Commanders side of things. Is Howell throwing a pick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely
Howell's throwing a pick.
He's a
To
1,000%.
To all pro Jalen Ramsey.
I wouldn't
Is
be
Terry
shocked.
McLaurin having a game?
Who is that? Let me see.
So Ramsey will be on him probably.
He's hit the under the past 3 weeks.
And so I'd say he hits the under again. No. Is there an anytime touchdown? So take the under on an anytime touchdown.
Yeah, that's a better one. That's a much better one.
All right. Let's go to the Patriots.
Oh boy,
Mac over.
Stevenson.
Mac's not
Is he-
even playing.
Is he running the ball?
He
They
ran
don't
the ball,
even.
bro.
They don't even have the team on there, Richie.
Stevenson got 3 straight hitting the over. I think we got to rock with Stevenson.
He's definitely going to run the rock. I would definitely go over on Stevenson because
Cool.
he's actually the only bright spot on his
Man,
offense.
they don't even know who your quarterback is on this app.
Did you see that, Richie? They
That's
only
what
got
I'm
they got
saying,
2
bro.
running backs on there, Richie.
Because they don't know who the quarterback
They don't
going
have
to
the
be, bro.
receivers either.
They don't know what to expect.
Take Herbert 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking
definitely.
Greg Zuerlein over a field goal and a half because the Jets don't score touchdowns, but they will get 2 field goals. And then I'm going to take, for the Jets' sake of things, I like Garrett Wilson. I don't know, man. I don't really
Not with
trust
Tim Boyle throwing him the ball,
man.
bro. I don't trust that offense to do anything on
Yeah,
there.
man. His reception's not even on here, bro. All right, we're taking Greg the leg. How about
They
that?
don't even have receptions on there.
They
Richie,
don't have Tim Boyle. They
so
don't
we
have Tim
can
Boyle on
win.
here. But Ritter's throwing a pick for sure. And
Oh, yeah.
then, yeah, so that's our ticket.
Put
So-
the Herbert 2 touchdowns on there, bro.
Oh, Herbert.
Okay, I like that too.
Touchdowns.
I wish the Bills were playing because it would be a guaranteed money over under on Josh Allen throwing a pick because he throws a pick every single game. What's this streak now?
So I think the odds are better when you take the under.
What's the streak on Josh Allen throwing a pick?
Wait, what now?
What's this Josh Allen's interception streak?
About 7 games.
Yeah, it's been quite a bit.
That's free money. Imagine if you put money on Josh Allen, everything you own on Josh Allen every week to throw at least 1 interception. That's like the most guaranteed money you'll ever make, bro. That's
Wow.
because the reason I know this is because Smokes, who's a friend of the show, he always shows how much money he puts on Josh Allen throwing a pick every week, and it's literally easy money. And I keep passing up on it.
Wow. I got to get up on that. Well, guys, this ticket, $25 wins you $1,321. So if you guys want to trail us, take your screenshot now, and all you guys got to do is click the link that's pinned at the top of the chat, or if you're on your phone, you click the link, and then it'll take you directly to the Apple Store, and then from the Apple Store, you download the app, and it will automatically put our code in for you. And when you put our code in, it gives you a 100% deposit match on behalf of Roundtable Sports. You want to make sure you use the code because without the code, you're not getting free money. So basically, you take advantage of our code, you get free money to play with, and you see my balance is at
Send me some cash, Richie.
so I don't know, man, if I can do that. So that's Sleeper.
Sleepy, baby.
So
Bet
let's
responsibly. Don't make the mistake I did the day after Thanksgiving of getting drunk and putting $200 on the Jets money line after literally winning winning on the Packers money line and just throwing it right away on the Jets, bro. I don't know what possessed me to do such a stupid thing, bro. That's probably why I was more pissed than ever. Is like, why would I even do something like that?
So drunk bets are the best, bro.
No, it's definitely not.
all right. Who's ready for the Patreon members?
Bring him in.
Look, Patreon time. Let's see these Jets fans.
Lowski.
Yeah, Lowski. We'll make sure he see me.
I haven't seen Losi in the chat at all.
He was in the
No,
chat.
he- no, he
Yeah, I
was
saw him.
Lowski been on every stream I done been on. No matter where it is, Bleacher Report and all.
He's been following CD, bro.
He's a great.
I don't know
great
why.
supporter.
I don't know why he was wrong.
He's supporting everything. What do you mean?
He
you don't
was
know why?
wrong. He
He's a
didn't
beast.
listen. Lowski better come in here and apologize and say I was right, and then he better say, now that the pleasantries are out the way, whatever he say. That's the first thing I want to hear. My boy.
Man, he really gets to you.
Listen, I ain't arguing on no skinny light. What up, Glenn?
Hey, Glenn.
First in line.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Good,
Hey,
man. Hope you're well.
I was going to come in there and talk about Jets and the Buffalo, but there's no reason to talk about them anymore. Just put them down there with New England and leave them alone. No reason to even talk. So what I will do is, hey, it's Christmas time. So what I want to do is I don't donate 10 coffee cups or glass or the mugs, the total of 10, and then I want you to pass them out on the different round tables.
Nice.
Wow. Well, we are actually in the process of making NFC North coffee mugs, AFC South coffee mugs, and pints, glasses, and branded for all the round tables. So that's awesome. We're in the process of doing that right now.
Appreciate that, Glenn.
Yeah,
Are you the man or the man? Guys, can we get like Glenn in the span in the chat? Glenn is the man.
We could. I will donate his getting thing. Get the thing going around and stuff. So
I think we need to start having a Glenn theme song. What do you guys think?
Now y'all just keep doing what you want. I enjoy it. I watch all your programs, of course. I go on each one of y'all's programs to support you.
We appreciate
I get a kick out of it. Well, I get bored at work, so I can listen to it at work and stuff.
No. Hell no, man. And so I see you in my chat. I saw you laughing at my calculator.
Yeah. But no, I just want to, I know Christmas coming up and stuff. I'll get with you, Richie, and we'll make this work. And stuff.
All right,
Thank
Glenn,
you so much, man.
you let me know. You got your own theme song now. Do you like the sound of it or what? Come on, Glenn, you gotta approve it. Glenn, do you approve of that theme song or no?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, we can only play limited stuff on here to avoid copyright, so this is what they give us. It's a rock. It's called rock.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Glenn.
No, y'all, Christmas coming up. You guys have a good time. Oh yeah, and I would like to say the difference between Miami from this year and Miami of all the other years. You guys do know that they do have a running game.
Yep.
Yeah, they do have a running game this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, and the running game in the winter really does help.
Touche.
The offensive line is actually playing good too.
That is facts.
I don't know how the
Bowl, baby.
offensive line. I mean, I look at their offensive line and I'm like, okay, it's not. They have to throw the ball fast, but then you turn around and say, well, they have to throw the ball fast to get it to protect the line, but then they run 150 yards a game, and you're like, you
I don't think they throw it fast. I don't think they throw it fast to protect the line. I think they do this by design. That's just how McDaniels has constructed the offense into it.
Yeah, but I just know that I would never expect them to have like the number 2 offense and then a number 2 or actually number 1 offense, but number 2 pass and number 2 rushing attack at this time of the season.
We're going to get back to number 1. Watch.
It don't matter. I don't care what position they are. All that stuff, all those numbers, MVPs and all that stuff don't mean a thing to me. I've seen MVPs. I've seen the best thing. I've seen all that. Well, all I care about is the Super Bowl.
That's it.
I don't care if we don't have not one Pro Bowl. I don't care if we have not one All Pro. All I care is the Super Bowl.
All right, Glenn, we'll hold you to that.
Okay.
Appreciate the call, Glenn, and thank you for all the support. We appreciate you.
Yep, no problem.
Right as the song ends.
The Glenn song.
The Glenn song.
I like the Glenn song.
All right. We got a new theme song.
Theme song.
The Cells theme song.
We need something wacky, bro.
It's called Feeding the
Ducks.
Ducks.
I am wacky as fuck.
All right, Lisselle, let's hear what you got.
Okay, so I can't stop laughing at this.
I feel
I
violated.
can't go at the Dolphins right now. They torched our ass. They torched us. So I can't go at him. I can't go at him too much. I really, I don't hate your organization. I got into like a certain thing with Stephen A. Smith. With Stephen A. Smith with the with the Cowboys. Like, I just can't stand you guys when you're happy. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You're way too cocky. You're way too puffy your chest when it's so bad. Okay, I can't. Okay, but I will talk about the Jets real quick. Turn it to sad music. Hey, Richie, turn it to sad music. I'm talking about the Jets right now. I'm talking about the Jets. Turn it to sad music. Turn it to sad. Turn it to sad music.
Oh my God, I can't. Oh my gosh.
Now, who is controlling now? Is that TD or Richie?
Man, Richie over here having a ball tonight, man.
But I just want to say, because I told this to Jack when I was on your podcast. When I was in your podcast, I asked him that question. I asked him like this question: with even if Aaron Rodgers becomes does whatever we say he's gonna do and stuff, do you really think a rookie is going to know what to do in this system that we brought here? Like any rookie that we brought, every rookie that we get in the draft, I don't care if it's late or if it's early. Do you think any rookie is going to come into this offense? He's only going to be here for another year. Aaron Rodgers is only going to be here for another year, and he's going and go into this system after a year and actually like let this system work. Because that answer is no.
My answer is yes. Sell.
Oh no.
This is someone said
LaSalle.
Oh, y'all, the Patreon members are doomed. We're getting a theme song for all of them tonight. We're getting a theme song. Oh, LaSalle, you're the man, bro. LaSalle, you just had the best call in the history of the show.
Play that LaSalle.
He said.
Yeah, I know. Turn up the... All right. Well,
LaSalle.
I don't know what these songs sound like, so we're gonna see what the theme song is going to be for our guy, Izzy.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Izzy,
What up,
talk to us,
Izzy?
baby.
Roast the people in the comments. That's it. What's up? How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Oh,
Where's my song, though? I'm waiting for my tunes, man.
Oh, it's playing, Izzy.
Oh, there we go. All right. I feel like I'm in church, so I'm gonna go ahead and preach to these folks.
Oh boy.
So we're talking about the cap earlier, right? The cap for next year. The Bills are not minus 30; they're minus 42. Minus 42. But
trouble.
because I was on Spot Track and I was doing some stuff, and they can make it to about $30 million without even re-signs.
Yep.
$30 million plus, and then they can re-sign some guys like Russell Douglas and lower his cap hit, Deion Dawkins and lower his cap hit, Taron Johnson and lower his cap hit, Spencer Brown because he's played excellent this year, so he's earned that contract this year. Then 10 draft picks this year. 10 draft picks. We know that we can draft. We've been drafting pretty good. So I'm not worried.
I'm not worried either, man. And so to be completely honest with you, I love the draft picks. It's heavy when it comes to receivers.
We're going to win them, and then we're going to whack the Dolphins after they lose to Dallas and Baltimore. We're going to wax them, and we're going to win the division doing that.
We are. Why is Richie Deacon so bad about it?
Yeah, we've never lost with McDermott after the bye. Never.
Oh my God, y'all ain't going to no playoffs.
Greatest story ever told.
Oh my gosh.
Get healthy, getting Dawson Knox back. Yeah,
Is he
man.
delusional too?
Yeah, man. You've been delusional for like 7 years. I don't want to hear nothing from you. All right. 24 years, no playoff wins.
Oh my gosh, man.
So here we go. Let's go, Bills. And yeah, man, that tune was kind of hitting right there.
No, dude, it's hitting hard.
That easy track.
That's that easy track.
Yo, Izzy, shout out to you, man. Great talk. You got the Izzy track.
Man. Oh
All right.
my gosh.
This is the best Patreon.
Richie, I can't take no more, man. I can't take no more, man.
Come on, Jimmy Casket deserves his.
Jimmy!
Hey, what's up?
What up, Jimmy?
So the thing I hate most about this game was that they scapegoated my boy Zach Wilson, bro. They scapegoated him.
Bro, we still talking about Zach Wilson?
Yeah, because they scapegoated my man. Did you not see Tim Boyle up there? He didn't do anything different than Zach Wilson. They actually thought they could start Tim Boyle and think things would be different. But hey, after this game, I checked the draft rankings, and we're 8th, bro. Some good talent over there. You know, honestly, it might be a deadly duo between my boy Malik Neighbors and Garrett Wilson with Rodgers throwing them the ball. That would be amazing. Can't wait for next year, honestly. I'd also like to sign T. Higgins and Mike Evans. One of them would be good. Pair up with Garrett Wilson, because the reason why our offense is so shit is yes, it is because of the QBs and the O-line, but at the end of the day, we don't got another receiver there. It's only Garrett Wilson. They just got to double cover him. Stack the box. Back next year. We're winning the Super Bowl next year. That's all I gotta say.
Stop, Jimmy. Jimmy.
We're winning the Super Bowl next year. Jimmy, we are winning the Super Bowl next year. Say that
Lies.
again.
Jimmy delusional too.
Why can't we say that if you could say it?
I can't get over LaSalle, man. Where that LaSalle track, man?
The LaSalle track?
Oh, man.
Where's that LaSalle track? Is this the LaSalle track?
LaSalle.
Bring him back in, man.
LaSalle. I was walking the other day, and I met a guy named LaSalle. Everybody know LaSalle. LaSalle. Oh, man. Shout out to LaSalle, man. We love you, brother.
LaSalle. The Jets fell and went to hell.
Oh, my God.
Wow. LaSalle, man, you're the man. Jimmy Casket, you're the man. Glenn, the man. And we got
Izzy. Don't forget about Izzy.
Izzy. I'm not done. We got Izzy, the man. And next up, we got a man as well. We got Fire McDermott, baby.
And
guys, I need like 2 minutes.
Let's go. Call for it. You muted your mic.
He say he need 2 minutes.
I need like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought you meant like I need 2 minutes to get my takeoff. Yeah, man, we started this Andy track too. Well, there's not any Patreon members left. But
King Lowski ran? Lowski ran? He ran?
Lowski!
You mean to tell me Lowski running? Wow. Oh, boy. Oh, Lowski running. Don't ever let Lowski disrespect me again in the chat. Lowski out here running. I can't believe it.
Even Jimmy Casket's calling for him.
Wow, he gave up. That just means he defeated. Y'all see, y'all. That's all that is. He defeated, man. He lost. He lost. He waving the white flag to TD. That's what he doing in the Miami Dolphins. Wave that white flag proud, King Lowski. You've been everywhere on these streets, but you won't show up to the big dance. Fraud. You get that fraud tag now, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm shocked. I'm shocked, man. I ain't know in the 9th hour you a fool like this.
Shut your mouth. And shut your damn mouth.
You don't know your damn mind. Take off that damn fraud ass crown because you know you ain't nothing but a damn fraud. Y'all ain't did nothing. Y'all gotta see us again, boy. You ran for me last week. Let the record show he ass ran for me last week. JETS, yes. I'm at work. I'm making some money. So when it comes down to it, I'll see you in Miami December 17th. Don't beat me there. Meet me there. Cause I'll see you there and you better be there. JETS, sucker.
Yo. King.
My boy.
No I didn't hear
no-
I didn't hear the pleasantries in that one.
Yeah, he wanted to get in and out.
There was zero.
He wanted to get in and out. That's
There
what
was
it
zero
That
pleasantries in
was
there, baby.
amazing. Yo, TD's face when he
Like
showed
dude called in on the clock.
I thought, hey, listen, hey, he showed up. I'll take it back a little bit, but it don't matter. I'll deal with you next week, man, when the temperature calm down because you lost, man. I know you're at work, but when you got some more time, we need to have a conversation. We'll get to it, man.
This is one
Hey,
of the
man,
best Patreon
why didn't
moments.
we give Lowski some music? He should have got some music too. We're gonna
I
get
know,
you a
we didn't get
special
it.
track.
He was a cappella. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he was just that capella, I guess.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
was
Andy, you good now?
Andy.
Yep, I'm good.
All right, let's hear what you got, Andy.
I don't need no music. You ain't got to do all that. I don't need no goddamn music.
It's an acoustic cinematic track for you to speak on why you want to fire McDermott. Let it
Because
out,
he's
Andy.
a fucking joke. I mean, at no point in his coaching staff has when Josh has taken the lead with seconds to go has his coaching done anything for us except lose. I don't know what Bills fans need to hear to fire this idiot. We ain't going nowhere with him.
Him and
I have
Josh,
no
right?
faith in this coaching staff.
Him and Josh, right?
No, just him. I have
Nah,
my
man.
quarterback. I just need a real head coach.
Are y'all ready
You
to
want
move on
Belichick?
from McDermott?
No,
How do you
we
even
want
not take a
Belichick.
shot with 20 seconds left in a timeout? It's a joke. The New York jokes shouldn't be the Jets guy. It should be what what people think of our fucking coaching staff. A bunch of fucking jokes.
I swear, with this music in the background of you saying this stuff, it sounds so much more convincing. Just like,
Yeah, that's
I'll have to watch it on the
I'll
replay.
be honest with y'all. Belichick already, y'all wouldn't even have to do any really much. Belichick could just focus
So we
on
don't
the
want
defense.
Belichick.
Why not?
I'll take him.
See?
At this point, I want McDermott gone. Like, I don't know. Like I said, all the Bills fans that I've seen talking, oh, we need to keep McDermott. They're all just getting their feelings because he broke the drought. I don't give a shit about that no more. I want a fucking Super Bowl ring,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
we ain't gonna get it with his ass.
Jim
fucking
Harbaugh,
coward.
baby. Jim Harbaugh.
wow.
That'll be
I
good to
I
hire.
will take anyone at this point. I will take that asshole over there for the Chargers. That mid motherfucker probably do better
No,
than
you
that
don't
guy.
want.
Because at
No,
least he
don't
takes
take
chances.
Staley. He ruined
At least
Josh Allen.
he takes chances.
I don't think you want that one, bro.
Yeah, you might imagine.
I have no faith
Staley.
in McDermott whatsoever. Like, everyone's like, oh yeah, we win these games, we'll get in. I really don't care. I want us to lose, so he is gone. I'm gonna die on this hill. That's
It
where
don't-
I'm at.
It don't look like he on the hot seat, man. I think
Well,
y'all gonna have
Andy-
to deal with it.
We are very fortunate to have you to come on to this platform to voice your frustrations with your Buffalo Bills, because that's what this is all about. We appreciate you as always. Thank you, Andy. And your theme song is kind of nice. I feel like I'm just in a movie.
It's therapy.
Yeah, man. I swear, when he was getting into it, fire McDermott with this just like gracefully in the background. It was like, it was hitting different. I'm not gonna lie. Oh gosh, that was something. Somebody in the chat was asking, let me find it. Someone's asking how you can join the call-ins. Some people are not aware. So if you are interested in calling in, folks, it is only open to our Patreon members. And to become a Patreon member, you click the link down below in the description. Yeah, here it is. Dan asked. If you click the link down below in the description, you see become a Patreon member. You click that link, and then if you become a Patreon member, $10 or more, you will get access to the link to join the show. So we've had a lot of familiar faces on. It's been a while since we had a new foe. So join the Patreon. I think the $10 is actually locked. It's $25. My apologies. So click that Patreon link and join if you would like to come on the show and talk some smack.
Each week on Wednesdays.
Every week on Wednesday nights. Jet it out. Had to remind the people we are still here. We ain't fair weather fans. King Lowski, he represented as he should. Kolowski didn't run his Wi-Fi out. Jets fan never run. He showed up, Jimmy. You don't have to defend him anymore. Don't worry.
Jimmy.
He showed up. Dolphins fans' worst nightmare is getting a home playoff game and getting bounced first round by Texans rookie C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, that is their worst nightmare. I agree, bro.
Stop it.
Oh, that would be. Oh my goodness.
It's not happening.
We might have to bring Ruben on the round table, bro. We bring Ruben along over here, bro. That happened.
Hey, y'all praying on our downfall so bad, but it ain't gonna happen.
LaSalle, that right there was a violation personal. I wouldn't have it. Hey, man, that was nothing personal to you, LaSalle. We did it to all the callers tonight. We're having some fun with you, man. It's all love. we made a whole show off of LaSalle. We made a whole rap. Glenn got his music. You heard Andy's. I mean,
Andy.
That was great, LaSalle. Don't take it personal, buddy. We love you. Love y'all. Hashtag Steel Curtain and Jet up. Let's go, D. Michi. Appreciate you. Tyson, give thought about PSG Penn against Newcastle.
They got robbed. I'm glad I didn't put money on that one. Because had I put money on that one, I would be really pissed because they were plus 600 to win that game. Nobody gave Newcastle a chance, but they gave that penalty. I'm telling you, bro, PSG got the referees' money in the bag. You think the NFL is corrupt, bro? Bro, the UEFA soccer is on another level, man. They're on another level of corruption. Because what happens I don't know, you guys probably don't watch soccer, so what happens is, let's say you know how they throw flags and there's a penalty? So the soccer has it to where they review the penalty and see if it was actually a penalty and if they uphold a call. Something that I actually want implemented in the NFL to where if there's a penalty, you can challenge the penalty where it automatically gets challenged. You don't have to throw a challenge flag. The referees get together and they actually review if it was a penalty or not. And if it is a penalty, then they'll give the penalty. But in this case, they reviewed it and there was just no way it was a penalty. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's really corrupt.
Last super chat for now, unless someone else sends it before we end. That was funniest ever. Much love from Australia.
Australia in the house. That's what's up. Sass.
Man, that was probably the hardest I've laughed on this channel in like.
Man. Laughing is healthy, but that hurt.
I don't know what got into me. That was great.
We got one more, Richie. I think just came through.
Oh, LaSalle again. I know all jokes. Trying to joke back with meme. I should done personally. Hey, man, we were joking back. Great. We love you, LaSalle. And, I mean, in honor of LaSalle sending $10 for generations. LaSalle. We appreciate
LaSalle.
LaSalle. LaSalle, we appreciate your work at the Patreon, baby. I don't know how to rhyme.
Ooh, Richie got bars.
That's what you just listened to, bro.
We got LaSalle, #1 in the Patreon memberhood. He's part of the brotherhood. Roundtable Sports to the top till we drop. I'm done. Okay, now spit it to the TD. What you got?
LaSalle, your name rings a bell. Yeah, we all angels, no hell. I'm about to compel the Bills to try to be the girls of the East. Yeah, we about to get Kayla Williams feet painted, the toes, the nose, the rose, the gold. Yeah, we got it untold. We pass it off to Dan. Tell them about the clan. Come on, Dan.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Oh, damn.
He's ready to get out of here. I did.
He's getting in on it.
LaSalle. It ain't fire. It ain't Salah. Damn, I can't even rap now.
Bars. Let's go. AFC East. Y'all already know what time it is. Miami Dolphins #1. LaSalle.
Hey, yo. LaSalle.
LaSalle. It ain't LaSalle. Say no to Salah, but it's actually a fire sale.
I love it. Oh, man. LaSalle, you see what you bring out of us? LaSalle, the love machine. Brought to you by Roundtable Sports. Look at Dan Mitchell's face. He's like, end the goddamn stream. I want to go to bed. I'm like, sorry, Dan. We got to wrap.
We got another hour, Dan.
I'm hosting
Dan want to
tonight.
end the stream so he can dream about that queen. Josh Allen is trash. Josh Allen is trash.
Josh Allen is trash. Oh my God. Josh Allen is buns. Sorry, Dan, but he's better than anybody on the Jets. I get it. I know that. We making a Roundtable Sports track brought to you by Roundtable Sports. TD Finstock is the best host in the world. Now everyone in the chat's like, get me the F out of here because these guys cannot be in the music. We're going 2 different genres. We go from singing and rapping.
Imagine if we just turn this into a music channel.
I think we should.
All our terrible raps.
We're waiting for Dan Mitchell to do one type of rap. We're waiting for Dan.
We're sitting here rapping about LaSalle. I feel like I'm in hell. Before I fucking scream.
We're rapping about LaSalle. Feel like we're in hell. You already know. Come on, Dan. Everybody loves it.
Oh, man. Good night, everybody. We love y'all, man.
Peace out. Noah, clip this.
Oh, it's getting clipped. I already know.